Sorry, I'm going live. Hey! Hey, Ian. And whoever else has made it this early. Hi, can you hear me alright? That's the main question. Hey! XX Juggin XX YT? Hello, friend! I'll make it that easy. Hello, friendo. How you doing? Are you alright? Welcome. No spoilers, please, because some people watching this haven't seen the story before. Thank you so much for the follow. That's very much appreciated. We're going to kick off in just a second. Today's mission, should we choose to accept it, is to try and get all the rest of the most wanted wheels sorted before we reach the conclusion of the story, and get a bunch of riddles done. So, if you can't watch the whole stream this time, don't worry about it. You're not missing anything key. But we are still going to try and make some progress. So, without a bloody second longer to delay, let's go, shall we? TV guy killing all the Batman jokes. Doesn't quite rhyme with slam that, Ian, but I appreciate it all the same. Pulling down my personal monitor. SWAD hosting. Does that mean there's a SWAD about? Is that a SWAD bounding around in the viewers right now, jumping about with his little tendrils? Tendril Bill. Riddle time with John Batman. Sounds like there's only one ice cube left in there, and I only put them in 5 minutes ago. Because it's that weird kind of pseudo-summer day today, isn't it? Where everything's just a bit warm and a little bit muggy. But, you know, not boiling. What the heck? Okay. How are we all today? Tendril Will Smith. It's a wee bit wham. Something I'm gonna have to keep repeating today and probably tomorrow is I got sent a yeah, God, I hope no, I hope none. I got sent a Tumblr promotion yesterday. Not Tumblr, Discord. One of the bloody apps. I got sent a Discord promotion yesterday, whereby between now and the end of this month, if you are a first-time subscriber to this this here station, this here channel, if you subscribe for the first time this month, you get 20% off on your initial subscription purchase. But you have to do it on desktop, which is important. You can't do it on mobile because it's not been kitted out to work that way. And I was like, is that promotion that's been sent out Discord, oh my god, Twitch, is that a thing that's been sent out Twitch wide? If you subscribe, oh, my brain's melting. Let me start again. New Twitch subscribers, first time subscribers, this month, if they subscribe on desktop, they can not only engage their brain, but they can also get 20% off of the initial subscription. And of course, subscription to this channel means all the cool emotes, it means access to the Discord server, and hopefully more things. I'm trying to figure that out. But you can only do it on desktop, you can't do it on mobile. This does not work for resubscriptions, nor does it work for anybody who has been subscribed in the past. So throughout this month, I'm going to keep mentioning that that's a thing, because that's good marketing, and I should probably keep on top of it and find a way to say it with my mouth. So yeah, I got granted that yesterday. I don't know if it's Twitch-wide, or if I've just been handed it randomly because of the upscale of the channel. I don't know. There, yes. What SWAD said times 1,000, except not times 1,000 because that'd be a 20,000 discount. Anyway, how are we doing today? Are we all right? Who's here? Who's around? Hello, Emma. Hello, SWAD. Hello, Ian. Hello, Jugin, if you are still indeed here and you haven't fled in fear from the nonsense that was just spouted out of my tiny mouth. Welcome aboard, one and all. It's good to have you. We're just gonna try and clear the streets and get a bunch of riddles done this playthrough. No plot for me. Hey, Josh and Cake. How you doing? Shall I copy it, save it, and repeat it ever so often? Fair enough, Ian. I'll be up for that. I need to set up a Steam bot, like a Discord emote. Not emote. Oh, God. Bot thing that posts it from time to time. Oh, Emma's roped you in. Welcome aboard. No spoilers, because some people are watching it for the first time, but welcome aboard, hello. Will you be equipped to handle the super intense riddling today? Well, I hope so. You see, what the game wants me to do is go in there. But if I go in there, then it triggers the next mission. And I don't want to do that just yet, because I want to get some... Alright,
This place suits you,
I'm Penguin.
Cobblepot.
Right again? Oh, you look tired, mate. Taking it out of you putting me in here. I can tell. Only so much the human body can take before it gives up.
Nolan North is a tremendous voice actor, but that is not a flawless English or Cockney accent at all.
Seeing you behind bars keeps
All
me
three
going.
games he appears in. All four.
I'll wipe
actually.
that smug look off your face. Just you wait.
Like, it's a good voice. Hey, thank you for the cheer, you boy.
This guy was my nemesis back in Arkham City. Oh, don't look at me like that, Bats. I do have a life outside you.
Oh.
I used to, anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna go away now, hallucination man. But one more thing, and he's gone because he's a hallucination. So the game wants me to go through there, but I'm not gonna go through there because that's gonna advance the plot. And what we're doing is trying to get rid of the side stuff for a bit. And thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard.
I'll tell you a secret. You
No spoilers, because some people are seeing this for the first time. But happy to talk Arkham. Happy to talk anything, to be honest. How are we? Oh, Pig is always menacing. Pig wants a hug. Pig wants to feel the nails in his chest. When we finish the story and we're mucking about doing the races for a couple streams, I think... I do think we're going to complete this... this week. I think we're either going to complete this...
I'm heading to GCP.
When's the next scheduled? Saturday afternoon. I think we're either going to complete... Is it Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening? When have I next scheduled this in for? Let's have a little look, shall we? On my own faffing schedule. Before I forget. Yeah, I've scheduled this in for... Oh, when have you done it? Johnson, read your own bloody posts. Saturday night. So we're either going to complete this Saturday night or Sunday afternoon, but I think... Oh, dude, bro, what? Hello, thank you for the follow. Spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers. Some people seeing this for the first time, but welcome aboard. Happy to talk everything else except plot spoilers. How are you doing? Saturday evening, we're playing Arkham Knight. Is the next time we're playing it. After this afternoon session. And then Sunday's open. Welcome aboard, though. How are you doing? Sunday's session could be us going back into the game if we complete it to do the racetracks. If we do that, I will do a bit of show and tell. I'll get my Arkham Knight collection down off that shelf, or at least some of the cool ones, and we can look at them. Or we'll be doing the DLC trials, the extra stories, so we could do that. But there is a Professor Pig action figure up there, which I still can't quite believe exists. But I'm so happy it does. Right, we got any intel? No. Oh no, we directly know where a firefighter is. That helps.
A GCPD patrol car has reported a number of gang members assaulting a hostage in the vicinity of Falcone shipping yard.
Okay.
It could very well be another of the missing Station 17 firefighters.
DLC. Yeah, well, the DLC, without going into everything, it includes some Robin content, some Nightwing content, some Catwoman content, but also some Harley content, and some Batgirl content. So a prequel to Asylum.
Plant life than a nature reserve. And will be the endangered species.
No more on that yet. No more on that. Hush now. Excitable dreams, not the time you will get. I'm sorry, we did this one, right? They were over there. Is this a false lead? What's going on? Duh. We found them. They were over there. We got it done. So... Which island is this? Bleak. Okay. And... There's two left on Bleak Island, but it's not this one, because we bloody got it.
A GCPD patrol car has reported a number of gang members assaulting a hostage in the vicinity of Falcone shipping yard. It could very well be another of the missing Station 17 firefighters.
Yeah, we got them. They were down there. This is a weird little glitch, isn't it? Do you remember? We found them over here. They're back at the station already.
Remember, Batman, some of my riddles are death traps. Elegant, beautiful, ingeniously designed death traps. And you'd better solve them before some poor innocent soul attempts the same.
Ah, there's two along here. It's not a glitch, it's just misinformed. We have one-armed assailant, so let's get down there.
When they said there was a job going to have fun with you guys, man, they had to turn people away. There was a line round the block. Guys lining up to get a piece. See, you represent everything about this city I hate. Law, order, justice. They never done nothing for me but lock me up. We got a lot of anger to vent. A lot of frustration. One way or another, you're gonna help us work it off.
Let's take this nice and cash. Aha! Penelope. I understood that. Oh god damn it. Oh no, it didn't. It was just very close. Do the shield disarm. Oh, damn. Boom, right in front of the fireman. Possibly on their face, so best technique, Batman. Anyway, how are we today? What are we all up to? What's been going on? What's been going on in your little dream worlds?
Don't tap on my account, Batman.
Oh, the new Bay Nightmare all morning.
You're safe now.
How many have you found? God, I almost don't want to know.
Most of your crew are alive back at GCPD. Just 3 are missing.
Not for long with you looking.
Wait
Got
here.
men sleeping with
A
their paws right
GCPD
in front
officer
of
is
their
en
head
route to
turned
pick
all the
you
way
up.
to the right. Working from home? Question: work clothes or comfies? Very little to report of life outside of the stream. I can't remember a day outside of the stream now. It's all merging into one. Well, sometimes no news is good news, right? Also, working from home. Last day of the week, though, so 1 o'clock. Oh, he got tomorrow off. Nice. Nice. What else can we dip into right now? Oh, on the
Alfred,
roads, eh?
there's a large militia checkpoint operating next to the Amertech building.
There
That's min.
won't be when you're finished with them, sir.
Yeah. Oh, let's do the glidey thing, Batman. It should be a roady treat. Roady treat. My home temporary for the first time in 5 months, only to briefly drop stuff off or going back to keep eyes on the knock place. Fair enough.
Does he kill the bat? He don't kill the bat.
The back and forth of
Exactly.
moving into somewhere
Think
is
they know better by
always
now.
like, first it's like, ooh, this is kind of cool. Like, we're slowly but surely getting used to saying goodbye to the old place, but we're seeing the new place we're going to be in soon. So exciting, and then eventually, like, can we just move in now, please? I'm getting really, really annoyed about how long this is taking. He appears here nearly every time, doesn't he?
Hey, maybe the Arkham Knight is Clayface. No, been there, done that.
Well.
One thing you can say about these firefighters, Batsy, they've got balls. Oh, unless you superglue razor blades to the sliding pole.
Ow. Jesus.
It's over, Bats. Next trip on the Toxin train takes you all the way to Jokertown. Woo woo!
Okay, so he's feel kind of lousy, so I might request an early finish today. Everyone pray I get to go back to bed at 3 or 4. If it is warm and snuggly, if you could find a way to extend the bed into some giant thing, then the whole long squad could get a nice nap together. You know, we could all like distance 2 meters as we nap.
Man, this pollen's gonna play havoc with my sinuses.
Okay, none of them are armed. Let's go.
He could be dead for all I know. He was in the cloudburst tank when Batman took it out.
Oh god, here we go. Social distance spooning. So we all have to adopt a position, but we can't like look. We've already hit the checkpoint commander because the beep's going off. Instead of Pringles, it's Walkers because of the air in between. Damn it, Swad. That's brilliant. I love the illustration of Joker. I think it's great.
Be nice if Scarecrow got one of those freaking billboards and apologized for gassing us.
Huh. Tiny hands on balls. Mannequin arms are always good for a laugh. Just mannequin arms, not the mannequins. Good God. Ah. Wrong one, Batman, you idiot.
Good thing we got off the street in time before that crap was released.
Right, hang on.
Dead bodies, tanks, mass evacuations. I love Gotham at night.
Right, let me get this straight. So that shoots... No. Okay, so... Okay, so let's try now. I've got a feeling this is going to be one of those ones.
Scarecrow do. Oh, that stuff was nasty.
Huh. Just go for like the grabby things with the dinosaur heads on them. God damn it, that'd be cheeky. I feel like someone in the squad would find a way. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know why you expect any naughtiness from you lot anymore. You're a dirty bunch. I appreciate you all for it. Right, so okay. Okay, here's my...
Batman's activity. That's what I heard.
Yes! Okay. Okay. Let go. Okay.
Ivy saved Gotham? Sell out.
Hey, George. Simon is on their way. Simple Simon said to Pieman. Welcome, George, to Hell on Earth, i.e. Riddler trophy puzzles involving the Batmobile. Alright, so R1.
Man, look at this place. It's gonna take more than Wayne's millions to clean up this mess.
Yeah, Batman, do you mind? There we go. Oof. Oh my god, that could have been irritating. Anything interesting coming in as a delivery, or is it just a big shop? Which, again, is still interesting. Have we hit 100 yet? No.
A checkpoint in Drescher trying to cut off one of the roads. No chance.
It's a substantial compound, sir, and appears to be housing several drones. Be careful.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. The
Might not be
big
in the
dumb
Army anymore, but we
shop.
still operate on a need-to-know basis, okay? I'm just saying, who do you think he is, the Arkham Knight? And I'm just saying, I don't care. He's the guy who pays me, that's all I need to know. Is it?
Okay, you seeing this?
Guy hates Batman so much, I'm getting nervous. I mean, let's say we kill the Bat. Then what? You think the Arkham Knight even cares what happens next? So what? Knight retires, hangs Batman's head on the mantle. Good for him. We'll keep the gear, the equipment, and the men. Someone else will take over. They always do.
Okay, that's interesting. So we have
Still
a
waiting on
cable
that
here.
diagnostic report. The commander reported
Is
in
this
a few
related to
minutes
this,
ago.
or-
Drones are active and online. Batman's not getting inside here.
Chromecast could be
He's a dead
super
man.
useful. So where's this cable going? Does it have anything to do with the guns we're about to mess with, or
I like
is that...
Batman's old car. You know, it had a kind of retro classic car thing going on. Didn't turn into a freaking tank either.
Big damn shop could be... Well... Again, no comment. Hang on. Oh, it's two separate things. Right. Simple Pieman. Let me... launcher.
This ain't the time to lose focus. We regroup and hit back hard.
So what does that control?
I guess Arkham Knight was just like all the other losers who tried to beat the Bat.
Oh. I think when I first played this, I tried to do it using just Batman. In an attempt to, just do it based on timing. Emma, well, my recommendation, but this because I'm a Mac user, is the Elgato Game Capture HD. As far as PlayStation 4 is concerned, straight through 118, straight through. Older consoles, you have to trick it with an HDMI splitter because of the copyright protection. Hardware. Hey, Mossberg, thanks for the host. Welcome aboard. No spoilers. Some people haven't seen the story before, but welcome aboard. Game Catcher's a good one. I'm selling an old oh god, what the hell is it called? I'm selling an old one soon on eBay. So if you're really lumped, let me know. I'll do a deal instead. One that just doesn't work with Mac anymore, but works beautifully with Windows and stuff. Ooh. That freaking bedtime. Yes? You want to finish the thought? Is the OM squad about to grow? Is the squad about to expand like never before? Right, so what the feck do we have here?
What is all this stuff? Pollen?
Oh, those billboards are creepy. Yeah, come on. Okay. What have we got in here then?
He spends all night lecturing us on those billboards and doesn't give us a heads up?
Death trap. Oh my god, Mossberg, thank you for the follow.
Riddle me this. What's dead? You!
That was a wall of spikes. That was a full-on wall of spikes. That was a goddamn wall of spikes. That's a thing this game is bringing to us now. Spike walls. Spike walls. Woohoo! Right. I think I remember how to do this.
Yeah, your average chump gets gassed. It's all panic, mania, fight or flight, right? See hallucinations, get weird flash
Wrong button.
backs. All kinds of crazy stuff. Glad we were underground.
Oh, timing was wrong. Timing was terrible. Oh god, that thing. I'm glad we'll never see that again. Well, not that one. We'll see. We'll all see. Wall of spikes. Coming soon. To somewhere. I don't know. I didn't plan the programming. I barely slept. After we finished last night, I did start rendering the podcast. The later start. So planned for rendering the podcast and for recording. So while I was up, I was just like, I'm just gonna get it done. I don't have anywhere I need to be Thursday. But
I thought the crap with that swamp creature in Louisiana was bad, but
someone went on my eBay
that's gonna pay for what he did.
and bought, or well, they got in touch with me and they said, "You're selling X T-shirt. I need it for Friday. Could I buy it now?" And it had only been up for bidding on for like 2 days, so I wasn't really overly keen on, selling it immediately. So I said, okay, we'll tell you what. It's going for £5, or a starting bid. Postage is $1.50. If I sell it to you for a tenner, that way, so tenner plus the $1.50 postage, you'll be going toward postage for next day signed delivery, and paying me a couple quid as basically thanks for taking it down. Like, I'm not selling it for £5. That was the starting bid. So like, they'd essentially be paying like £8 for the t-shirt and a couple more quid toward first class next day delivery postage. And they responded after our stream last night, which was like 6 hours after their initial message, saying, "Okay, I will pay. I pay £8.50 for it because that with the postage rounded up to £10." And I was like, "Sure, whatever." Like, it's not a t-shirt I'm imagining is going to go for a lot, but it's like to cut it off early in the auction. You kind of want to make sure you're going to get a little extra, a couple quid more on it. But if I'm losing a couple of quid, I'm like, fine. They obviously need it for an emergency reason or whatever. Like, it's a very specific design, so maybe it'll be helping them. I don't know. So they send the request for that. So this morning I approve it. When I wake up briefly, I was going to sleep in today till like 11. I woke up at like 8:45 and I saw the email saying they'd sent the request. So I went, alright. So I approved it. And I started to get up and get dressed. And I sent them a message saying, hi, I've approved it. And they'd already sent a separate message with their address on. So I was like, okay. I said, right, I've approved it. If you pay for it before 11, I can go to the post office and get it in first class delivery, like at the post office. So it'll definitely be with you tomorrow. Gets to 11, I've heard nothing. So I send the invoice again. Gets to 12, I've heard nothing. So I send him a message just saying, look, if you don't pay it in the next half hour, not only will I not be able to post it in time for it to get to you tomorrow because I have things to do, but also you're not going to get it tomorrow. And I won't post it out. Plus, as you see on all my items, I don't offer a refund unless there is a genuine complaint to be made about the item. And in this instance, you're buying the t-shirt. You're buying a t-shirt. You wanted it for a certain day. Because I didn't write all this, but like, you know, they didn't take the steps to ensure it would be delivered by that day, but you just know that they're probably going to get back to me if they pay for it today and I take it out this evening and it arrives on Saturday. You know they're going to be the first one to write a complaint. Do you know what I mean? So I just was very blunt in the email. I was just like, look, if you don't pay me by 12:30, I will not be posting it this morning. I'm free after 5. If you ask me to post it after 5, my post office is open for 2 more hours after 5. So I'll be able to, but you won't have it by Friday. If that's the case, if it does not arrive to you by Friday, you cannot get a refund, return it, and if you write a negative review, I'll be very openly blunt and honest on my response to yours about what you did in the transaction. Now, I'm kind of hoping they read that, and one of two things happens. Either they read that and they go, yeah, I can get it late, no worries. And they, you know, request it to be posted later, and in which case I'll post it. I'll post it tomorrow, first class, because it's not going to get to them tomorrow, is it? Even if I send it today. Yeah. Or they're going to read that and go, oh god, never mind, sorry. Which is frustrating because it means that I have to like go back into eBay itself, cancel the item, designate it one thing or the other, and relist it. But it's just like, you wasted my morning. Like, you wasted my morning waiting for you to pull a trigger. A morning where I was going to have a lie-in because I'd had a very long day yesterday. A morning where I was going to take it easy, take some time to myself. But nope. Instead, I got up super early and then sat there watching my email thing refresh. With Fiverr customers, oh, for God's sake, I can imagine it's worse over there. It's nuts, isn't it? It's nuts. My least favourite one is when people are like, could you post it out? And I'm like, you've not paid for it yet. It's a transaction, mother trucker. Ugh. And yet, it's the easiest way to get rid of stuff at the moment in a pandemic. Is to eBay it. It's nuts. Anyway. Ugh. Look at him on that billboard. Right, so this is Watchtower. Judging by that red light, there is a turret on the wall.
Who do we have to answer to? Scarecrow or the
Is that a turret?
Scarecrow's
Or is it just
the
a
client.
lamp?
Okay, this is only a job. We stick
It's a
with the
turret.
night.
Can we disable the turrets before we get in there? God, I hope so.
If he keeps the militia together,
No, we can't.
We will. He will. I'm sure of it. Army treated us like used toilet paper, but the Knight, he understands guys like us, looks out for us. Doesn't show us his face. It doesn't matter. I still remember when he...
Okay, so this would be interesting. So these guys... It's 2 guys and a medic. Or 3 guys and a medic. None of them have weapons.
It's him! He's above us!
So when the medic runs over...
Batman's up there!
Gotta be careful because of that thing. Can we disable it for a short period?
Speak to me! What's he
We
doing?
can, brilliant, right. When the medics come over to heal their mates, their kits are going to blow them up. Okay. They don't seem to have consideration for the sellers. Exactly. They just treat it as like, oh, I'll get this thing, great. And it's also because eBay, you have to take that extra step. Like, you have to confirm payment. I think you can set it so that you auto-pay. Like, if you're not at your computer but you win the highest bid, it just auto-pays out. I think you can set that, but most people don't do that, just in case. I don't know why. The moment I get anything off eBay, immediate payment. There's so many things in favour of the buyer, so you just as well pay up because you're most likely to be supported by eBay if something goes wrong. Exactly. Someone bought a T-shirt off me last Sunday, not this Sunday just gone, the Sunday before, and then they didn't pay for the item until Saturday. This Saturday just gone. It was like, did you forget about it? Like, it's... You were the top bidder. You aggressively bid. Did you forget about it? That's the one that gets me, when people aggressively bid for something and then take ages to pay. I've had people do that where they've said, like, could you give me another 2 weeks? And I'm like, why would you go into that? Mind you, I suppose it's an addiction to some, isn't it? Like, it's gambling. Essentially, it's a sum. Like, it's gambling to some people because they're like, it's about the, oh, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna get the top one. And it's like, yeah, but can we? Oh no, he's not. Exactly. The PayPal usage is like, in it goes, out it goes. Job's done, jobs are done. But I suppose it is gambling to some eBay because it's about just like, I want to be the one to get it. Cool, you're gonna pay for it. I got it, so pay for it. Pay for it, you bloody idiot. Anyway, sorry, ranting about eBay again. Who are the anyone here who regularly uses eBay to sell stuff? Who are the worst sort of clients that you come up against? Because Lego people are some of the worst for me. Obviously, not everybody buys Lego, but like they're the ones I have the most recurring problems with. I never use eBay for auctions anymore because people would be crazy with aggressive bidding. I just want Disney pins, bruh, and all this added stress. I drop stuff in occasionally. I wanted to get Star Wars, the Black Series figures. The detail ones are 6-inch scale ones. They're doing Cara Dune, who came out earlier this year and disappeared really quickly. And I'm a Mandalorian fan. I've got that Mandalorian order that was meant to have been shipped out 5 days ago, but it suddenly disappeared. And on every other site it's on, it's just become pre-order. It's like, has it been rescheduled? What's going on? But there was a Cara Dune up on eBay, £3 postage. The description was just like, I bought one and my friend bought me one and I don't need it, so I'm selling it on. And they'd put it up, started at 22 quid, so a couple quid profit from the actual retail price. Just like, fair enough. So I was like, you know what? I'm willing to pay 35 for that because it's a hard one to get hold of, and to find it still packaged before this point. Like, the cheapest I've seen it going for is like 70, 80 quid because collectors be obsessive, y'all, especially in the UK, because the shipments to the UK are so much lesser than they are to the US stores. So I was like, right, okay, I'm going to put 35 top bid in. So, of course, I did that, and my bid took over as £23 and would go up to 35 if it got to that. For a week, all fine. Got to the last day, and the last second, someone bid £36 and won it. I was like, oh, damn it. Like, I saw it in an email 2 hours after the bid finished. I was like, oh, damn it, I would have paid an extra 2 quid. But yeah. I mean, if it's a broken phone for parts... I mean, I saw a broken phone for parts and got a complaint that it was broken. Oh, for Christ. When people don't read the description... Oh, I've had that before. I had stuff returned to me quite simply because I can't be bothered dealing with the whole conversation of, you misread it, you turd. Like... But I don't want to sit here and have to deal with this crap. Hey, Addy, how are you doing? It's frustrating, isn't it? Should we look some watchtowers? Where are we? Oh, there's some on each island.
I won't let the militia watchtowers keep control of the sky. Time to hunt them down.
When you die trying to solve them, I will generously allow the city to transform my creations into public exhibits.
Shut up, Riddle. La 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 la, not listening, la la la. Are you presenting a CBBC after Young Dracula? What do you mean, though? What?
We're still MIA from the cloudburst going off. We just need
On the Discord, we've been talking about how, like, one of my best mates is a cast member of Young Dracula, and I met them because I was promoting Young Dracula when they came in to promote it. Of course I presented when Young Dracula was on. That was the whole conversation. I was not presenting in 2006. No. I presented on CBBC. Main continuity 2010 to late 2014. Shout out Saturday, late 2014 to early 2016. So I was there when series 3, 4, and I think 5 started to come out as I left. 3, 4, and 5, which was the reboot of the show. I was there for that.
Maybe this thing actually works. I'm trying to... onto a signal. Damn it. Signal's gone. He could be anywhere.
Shoot. There we go. Wait, so we have someone who can track my... this guy. Can we hack into that? That's a smoke pellet, you idiot.
The knight went rogue. Scarecrow couldn't get him to stand down.
Drop the smoke pellet, Batman. Pressing triangle and he's not dropping the smoke pellet, so what was with the drop smoke pellet then? I just pressed web swing button. What the hell? Weren't you like still a baby in 2006? I was 15 in 2006. I never watched the last episode of Young Dracula, but to be honest, I kind of stopped watching it at the end of series 4 because I was watching it for previews for work. And then I was just watching it a bit because I watched the original and enjoyed it. So.
But I don't know. You think we scared
Got a sniper gun and it's glitching.
No count on it. He's still out there somewhere. Well, if he shows up again, I'll blow his brains out.
And I enjoyed the original, so I really enjoyed the reboot. I did the big screening event for the Series 3 reboot, so I watched like 4 episodes in a chunk and then went down to do that. But in Series 5, Series 4, they neutered it like crazy. It was really weird what they did to it. And it wasn't because of Young Dracula. It was because of CBBC. They do these things called stepping out, where they go to schools. Sometimes they host events at BBC buildings where they basically get audience members or in schools' case, like classrooms, to watch some stuff, and then they ask them questions about it. Just to, like, see what the viewers think about X, Y, and Z. And one of the producers, who, like, was a perfectly nice person, but super tone deaf when it came to content. Keith Lee Castle, he was fun. He was fun to meet. They do this thing where they brain's not working. They would do this thing where they overthought everything, like they really overthought everything.
Not surprised. Well, I'm here. Come find me when you throw a pair.
Pressing the wrong buttons. I keep pressing web swing. Wrong game, mate. They would do this thing where they take things incredibly simply. So they just said, like, so what do you think of that clip? And they showed them a clip from Young Dracula Series 4. And Young Dracula Series 4, if you saw any of it, got a little bit closer to BBC 3 territory. It was the kind of show that should have been on CBBC at, like, 6:30. Like, should have been the last thing on. And this is like, they said to this classroom of primary school kids, so did you think that was scary? And they went, yeah. And they're like, what? So were you scared by it? And the kids are obviously going like, yeah, because it's, it's a horror program. It's a horror drama for kids. And they went, oh, right. So what do you think's scary? And of course, they've just watched a clip from this. They're going like, vampires, blood, like biting. It's like, all right, yeah. So then they went back to one of the commissioner people and said, like, the kids are scared of it. It scares them too much. So if you watch Series 4 of Young Dracula, any bit where a character gets staked, any bit where a character gets bitten, any bit where a vampire, like, acts particularly freaky, they cut away from them a lot. They remove sound effects. The shots are cropped a lot to avoid showing fangs for too long. It's really, really freaking weird. And then one of the producers did my mate a dirty in Series 5 after they left the show. Like, they did their character a dirty, so I wasn't really fussed about watching Series 5 too much. Oh, SWAT. was gonna say, I want to get shot. So they got rid of the vampire bits, or like massively toned them down. Yeah, and all because of a stepping out session. It was ridiculous.
They will remember you, Master Bruce, I promise. Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
Oh, Alfred death screen. Don't think I've ever seen that. So yeah, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was so weird. And then a couple of years later, they made it was an anthology show, a creepy anthology show. Was it called Creeped Out or something like that? Which was sort of like, you know, Round the Twist meets Goosebumps for a current CBBC audience, and it was, you know, it was fine. I had no problem with it. I watched a couple episodes. I was like, yeah, this is spooky. Could be scarier, but sure. But it's like the same people who were commissioning it at that point were the same people who were like, oh, maybe they are scared of it for the other things. So it's like, a lot of times the people who are in charge of making the decisions don't have a creative bone in their body or a single creative instinct. But they're the ones in charge. See, most jobs ever. You know when, like, your manager or your team leader at work doesn't do the duties and is really freaking lax, and every day you come home and go, why are they getting paid more than me? I do more work. They don't know what they're talking about. The kind of people who, when someone's harassing you and you say, like, they say, I want to speak to the manager, you bring them over and that manager just appeases the customer. You know those sort of people? They're in TV as well. Anyway, is Alfred the Arkham Knight? Well, Careers Edition. I do think CBC has gone a little bit too sensitive to those kinds of things now. The whole channel seems like it's aimed at younger audiences. It does. I mean, at the same time, recently, massive kudos to them for defending the kiss between two gay characters in The Next Step. Like, not backing down on it, defending it. Well done. Well bloody done. But content overall, just, there ain't any edge. There ain't any edge. Anyway. Hack 2 drones. I should probably be upping the bat suit here, really, shouldn't I? Considering I'm getting shot at. What's that? Take down 5 enemies in a fear takedown, and glide kick can take out multiple enemies in a single move. Lovely. Right. Oh! The Disruptor's fully armed again. Brilliant. Which means...
Who's giving the orders now? This is insane. No one's telling us what the hell's going on.
Check that weapons crate.
Affirmative!
Why is there a gaming sense about it? Is it? Has it been turning into Start? I hope not. That'd be pretty fucking disgusting if that's what Twitch are doing. Vasta and Jenny kit. That's ridiculous, isn't it? No, I'm not seeing stars. We're seeing it. I'm seeing the word gay. Is it in the graphic? Hang on. Yeah, it's in the graphic, okay.
Okay, you see anything? Nothing. Me neither. I'll get you out of there.
Unlocked an AR challenge? What, from doing that bit of stealth? Gay. Oh, that's weird, George. Shouldn't have done that.
Freezing.
Did you just see us typing it just then?
So many bodies. I can't tell if these people killed each other or themselves.
puff of smoke. Damn gets censored for you sometimes. Really? God damn. I mean, God censored. What?
Hey, you smoke to get away! This bastard's got everything!
Oh, that's really annoying. Well, let me do the takedown just then. That's alright, you try and heal someone. Go on, try and heal someone. Yeah, that shouldn't be considered a curse word by any stretch of the goddamn imagination. I mean, I know obviously there are people who are using it in a derogatory way, but that shouldn't... You know, that shouldn't stop it from being used, because it's meant to be a positive word. Derogatory people. Now they should be removed. They should be censored. Arse biscuits, as we call them on the Discord server. Oh, the Joker graffiti and the Joker billboards are still everywhere. God, there's loads of these. Looking for watchtowers with the red lights up. Well, there we go. There's another one. There's another one, folks.
No way I'm joining with Scarecrow. I like working for Two-Face. Half the time, anyway.
Ha! Two-Face joke. Appreciated. Much appreciated.
So that's
Hey,
Wayne
Ketchup.
Tower? No, I don't think so. It's Wayne International Plaza. So what's the difference? I don't know, it's like bigger, isn't it? That's it? You know, if I was a billionaire, I'd build a tower or a plaza. And I think I'd be happy. Why you gotta have both? Beats me. Still, I bet there's all kinds of cool toys in there. Don't even think about it. Wayne buildings are impregnable. Guys, the security...
Oh god, sorry, one sec. All my plugs have just come undone in a really weird way, and if I don't refasten them, all of this tech could go down. Urgh. Not bad, Ketchup. How are you doing? Oh my god, why has that happened? Freaking hell, that was weird. All hail chair. The Chair Bear Bunch. How very strange. See, I have like my mains adapters under the desk on a Velcro strip on the wall. It just randomly decided to drop. God damn it, you guys do love the chair in a slightly creepy way. But I understand it, he's handsome as feck.
Everyone I know who's ever taken on a contract to hit Wayne property ends up in some booby trap. What's he hiding? Who knows? He's a billionaire. They're all nuts. He's probably up there right now showing his bottled piss collection to a party of supermodels.
His bottled piss collection. Can I not... voice synthesizer? Oh, for Christ's sake, what is going on with this stream? Can I not do vocal synthesizer on these guys? Why not? Was Belle Delphine the one who sold her piss?
Bishop got left behind. I watched him drown in that stuff, smashing his face into the ground over and over.
Why is the voice synthesizer not working? Seems so strange. Like, why wouldn't it work? Oh, never mind.
Well, Caped Crusader, I can't help but notice there's still a set of human time bombs ticking away on the fine streets of Gotham. You really can't face the rigmarole of saving them, can you?
Special disarm. Alright. Hit me with a bloody pole. Oh. Wait, who's been selling piss? Hey Gerald, welcome aboard. No spoilers, some people are watching this for the first time, but how are you doing? Nice to meet you.
Okay, we'll join a couple of rides. But I can't be out all night. It's my turn to watch the kids tomorrow.
Oh, jeez. He's been hit by the cloudburst and he's completely fine with all this. Like, oh yeah, no, the kids will be fine. Yeah, the kids will be okay. The kids are alright. It's always a weird time on the internet. I'm baffled by the things that get popular on the internet. I really am. Like, I'm super baffled by it.
Where the hell is Scarecrow? Ivy's plants are gonna ruin all the fun.
Oh. Jeez. Don't want to get shot at. Right, so where are we? We're on Founders Island. And how many of those are left? There's one left on Founders Island. Okay.
Time to take down a militia watchtower.
There it is. There's red lights over there.
If you're struggling to kill some of these bad guys, maybe you've just not found the right motivation. Think about your parents dying slowly in pain.
Ugh. Creepy hallucination boy.
Poor Catwoman, stuck in that orphanage when all the fun's
She's not
out
though.
here.
We're freed her. Keep up.
Assuming Riddler hasn't monologued her to suicide 9 times over. Little Robin's probably getting lonely by now, Bruce. Not to mention depressed. What do you say we grab a crowbar and a branding iron? Go cheer him up a little, huh?
Hang on. Lou's just asked if I was out at 2:30. No, I was sat here. Which means that someone's delivered a parcel and not knocked on, it seems.
I don't want to find out what Scarecrow's got planned next.
Right. Well, and another thing. Oh, he's gone. So is that billboard. Oh, I love it when it's seamless like that.
Scarecrow do?
Now, look at this gorgeous little Easter egg. You are not at home at 2:30. You're in Gotham. Aha, very good. Look. Fly to Metropolis. As it may. Can it see me? No, we're okay. Right.
What is all this stuff? Pollen?
I'm interested to find out whether or not a parcel was apparently delivered. And they've taken a photo of it, or if they've said, couldn't deliver your parcel, because if they couldn't, that's bullshit. That was in. It just means they're not right.
Good thing we got off the street in time before that crap was released.
Oh, is that explaining why these thugs seem to be okay?
When's our relief getting here? I want to go on a bat hunt. Not till morning, soldier. Until then, we keep this tower locked down. So the Knight spends months teaching us how to kill the bat. Only
Quite a
to
few
make us
guys
wait up
here.
here all night? This is how you kill the bat, idiot. You control sky, you control the roads, you control the rooftops. You make it so we can't move without getting shot at or worn down. Bad knows Gotham.
Maybe you didn't hear them knocking on the door. It's possible, but like I can hear when someone actually knocks on our door. If someone like gently taps it with all the effort of wet lettuce, you can't hear it. I'm waiting for her to respond to find out what's going on.
No one's heard anything.
1 second. Flaming Nora. Oh my god, and yes, I'm wearing a Christmas t-shirt. What of it? Waiting for her to reply now so I get confirmation on what's going on. Hang on a sec. Da-da-da. Sorry, I'm just trying to fell with my... What the heck? Da-da-da-da. There we go. Sorry, just trying to figure out what the hell's going on. She sent me a message and now she's gone completely quiet. Oh dear. Oh dear. Speaking of Halloween, what creepy, adorable creatures is Lucy gonna knit next? You know, I don't know what she's got next on her plate. I don't know. She's sort of like creating everything at the minute. Like she's having a go at patterns she's had and not used. Oh, bloody hell, yeah. Apparently she had a message to say delivery was missed. Oh, Jesus. That's so annoying. Could be a ghost. I know she's thinking about making, if you've got Lucy's Crafty Crafts on Instagram, I know she's thinking about making another Baphomet. The big red gorgeous goat thing. She the other mother. Where? Free jar of bathwater water with super noodles that we stick in the kettle. That was lettuce kettle and using da noodles, the big da noodles.
Poison ivy tied with the gas. Let's see how tough Batman is without help.
Okay, so we need to get in that way. Is it just these three? It is. We need to get in this way without triggering the guns. The Baphomet's great, isn't it?
They were doing a foot patrol. I can't get them over comms.
Oh, that was very superhero landing. Accidentally buying Baphomet. Oh shoot, how do we get in there then?
Night and Scarecrow, both of them.
Can we hack the drone through the grate?
2 minutes? We could have lost half our men. You know what? I don't care if Scarecrow's freaking furious. What the hell? The drone just exploded!
Can we use the weapons instructor through the gridded floor? Oh, we can! An absorbable off. I'm not sure there's a pattern she could use for that.
In 2 seconds.
Yeah, I know. I need to get over the thing to get to him yet. Damn. As we've learned today, the film now becomes theatres and at-home VOD on Friday, August 28th. Yeah, sensible idea. It's a summer comedy, so it was never going to be like a huge box office hit. So, you know, they're not making a huge loss by bringing it home. Plus, it's like, what, the third or fourth big release that's using this format. So it's still sort of in the days where it's a novelty.
Hello, Min. Oh, little Min.
Still in the days where it's a novelty, so they'll still make a profit. It's a good call, ultimately. I'm looking forward to seeing it. That's all of them on Founders Island. Should we head to Bleak Island and Miyagani?
The militia have set up watchtowers throughout the city. I'm going to take them down.
And there's one right there. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that got rid of the gas, but doesn't matter. Scarecrow hit the city.
Hey! Oh! I love this. The physics mean he can't jump off the building. So he's taking his pummeling on the edge of the building and is completely fine. Boom! Oh, for flaming hell's sake. Oh, Jesus. So apparently the delivery's been rescheduled for tomorrow, but the problem is tomorrow me and my brother are taking a walk up to my other brother's house to drop off our niece's birthday cards. So, like, sod's law, it takes us a short while we're out. Ugh. Anyway. So which island are we on right now? As the Simon hasn't arrived yet, time to get his butt in gear, damn it. As does Simon, bring the food, man. Don't be a dirty whince. Right, we're on Miyagani Island. And there are
I'm going to locate the militia watchtowers
island.
and shut them down.
So look for red spotlights in the sky. Red spotlight shining in the sky. That's a drone. That's not what I meant. We're gonna lay me down to die. Gonna put the spotlight in the sky. Where did we lose Ivy? We lost her here. Not yet. Okay. Oh, he's just got here. Say hello to him from the squad. Don't, because he'll be so confused. He'll be like, what the f are you talking about? Strange patron.
Scarecrow's taken command. He's calling units back to base. Something's happened.
The Batman has happened. That's what's happened, mate. What's that? Is that a training thing? Yeah, okay.
What's that, Batman? You can't solve my riddles? Well, why is that? World's greatest detective? What? You're a fraud? Oh, no, don't break down in tears. Sorry, what was that? I'm the Riddler and better than you? Oh, yes, you crybaby Crusader. Yes, I am.
That's interesting. This one's letting us blow it up before we even fight the guys. Okay. I'm all for that. Oh, there's 2 points.
Weren't we supposed to be defending that thing?
So there's no armed thugs. No, it's explosive gel, you idiot. But there is a medic.
I've never seen anything like it. Thing was tossing the drones around like they were nothing.
Chest. Oh, that guy's actually armed. And now he's not. Oh! Did we catch that? Was that smooth or was that smooth? That's pretty smooth, right? That's pretty smooth. I thought it was smooth.
Oh man, look at this
Smooth,
place.
Batman. Ugh. He seemed like a nice man, but he'd murdered a family of 7 on his way there.
Gotham?
I'm kidding.
Sell out.
I'm besmirching Delivery Simon as though I know him. I don't know him, but he knows me.
I won't let them
me. So Bleak Island is where we need to go. Where the hell is Bleak Island in relation to where we are? Up ahead.
Militia watchtowers keep control of the sky. Time to hunt them down.
Look at us gliding like mother truckers. Why? Because it's better than taking the stinking Batmobile. Something I never thought I'd say.
Something about the bat and fast.
We all had lunch, by the way. I hope so. So, what did we have? Hopefully not a bath of noodles. Oh, I see it up ahead.
Serious? He's gone?
I just said so, didn't I?
I thought he was gonna take the bat for sure.
We all did.
You haven't even had breakfast. Ian, get some in your system, son.
Rounds. It's like getting punched by an angry gorilla.
Get some in your system, Ian, so help me Zod. Justice is your food, alright? I'm not going to argue with that.
You think it's safe being out here again?
Already did that one. So there's the tower. It's got an awful lot of drones around it, doesn't it? Okay.
Dead bodies, tanks, mass evacuations. I love Gotham at night.
I think our radar console's faulty or too sensitive or something.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm pretty sure I just saw our turret taking pot shots at a bird.
Now, was it a seagull? I hate seagulls. Flying rats.
Yeah, but what about the ammo supplies? Those babies can fire all night.
I need to get closer.
Not sure where I'd be able to achieve such a thing, Batman. John Batman.
Oh, Scarecrow's fuming, man. No more gas is one thing, but no more cloudburst? He was gonna take that thing on tour.
What a great idea. Is there a lower ledge?
Nothing over
I
here.
can do the drone thing?
Clear over here. Good. Okay, keep
There
it
is.
together. Don't let him get us.
Unless I can do it from here somehow.
I need to get closer.
How? Where?
What's your status? Talk to me.
No enemies detected.
Where the hell is he?
Hey, Calm Cool, thank you for the follow, Karim Cool. No spoilers on Arkham Knight if you've played it before, seen it before, some people watching this the first time. Other than that, welcome aboard. How are you doing?
What's the calibration on that drone? Don't worry, he so much as breathes, this thing will find him.
Oh shoot.
This way!
Get out of the way, Batman. Don't freeze him. Knock him out and get the hell out of there. Oh god. This is not a good round for Batman.
Target lost. Spread out.
Wait, we have
I'm
2
gonna check for
drones?
casualties.
I did not realize we had 2 drones.
You need to wake up. It just went off in his hand.
Big pardon?
What the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be controlling a drone.
Ah! Boy's supposed to be doing a lot of things, but...
I need to get closer.
Let's check on the guy the bat took down. Good idea. Leave him. We need to look out.
One of these guys was the medic.
Just you and me, Batman. I don't need the drone.
You do. It's the main way you've been defending yourself, mate. You needed the drone. You needed the drone. Liquid fan. The hallucinations are even doing it over distance now. Joker faces on the statues. Ah. But he's up here.
I've been giving this some thought, Bruce, and I think it's only fair you put Bird Boy out of his misery. Let him join his sweetheart in the afterlife.
How much better his skin's looking now.
Look, Bats, I know you're busy, but those watchtowers are a real eyesore.
That's why I got rid of them all. Oh, this is 80%, which means there are going to be more introduced. Apparently, don't know why Paul got his house raided, but we know that he had a massive stash of weapons.
I can't
in
leave the
there,
militia
apparently.
checkpoints operational. Time to find them.
Like really bad hardware, like really big bad hardware.
You know, they're probably up there smiling down on us now, Bruce. Mom, Pop, Jason, Babs, Talia. Oh, Talia. Won't be long now until the rest of the family's up there with them. But don't worry, Bruce. This blood brother's going nowhere.
I shall indeed take a swippy swips. Right. So we just selected one and it's...
Militia checkpoints are stationed throughout the city. I'm going to find them.
So they're not on this island or the other two. Okay.
Batman's up against it, fellas. You hear me? We can take him.
Well,
He's
Joker's
right.
leading into the tripping
Tonight's
or
gonna be our
Batman?
best shot.
Keep in mind, it's all in his head.
And us, he's got too much
So
on
is
his
this Batman... Because that's the thing, it's not... The Joker isn't... The Joker's legacy lives on, but it isn't the Joker. This is what Batman is saying to himself. Like, that's...
Ivy's plants are gonna ruin all the fun.
Alright, just need to find a decent vantage point. Right, so let's try the objective again.
I'm going to locate and take out the militia checkpoints. This is my city.
I thought we had located them all by this point. Hang on.
Batman's gonna get what's coming. Scarecrow ain't beaten yet.
Is that just random dudes? I don't know, it seems all suspiciously placed.
I guess Arkham Knight was just like all the other losers who tried to beat the Bat.
Damn. Scooping him up so you can finish him off. Like an ice cream. Oh, dead people around here. Oh, it's a raided ATM. Thought maybe it was a Riddler thing. I was like, oh, we found a Riddler thing. Nope, ATM. We're on a boardwalk after all. Then we're gonna need to call in the tank.
Batman's acting.
Good to see there seems to be lasting consequences. Fear gas consequences. I see what you mean. You absolutely butchered it. So we are on Miagani, and there's one other road thingy on here.
Time to seek out and destroy the militia checkpoints.
I guess because we have to try and keep conscious, we can't just... That's a shame, surely that EMP would do the job. Here we go. PS5, I'm on, cockle. PS4,
I'm gonna
even,
count to
sorry.
1.
Oh, which one am I gonna get? Oh,
then I get
PS5 is where
mad.
I'm going.
I'll talk! Oh, God, I'll talk!
You've been very helpful.
Ouch.
By morning, this place is gonna have more plant life than a nature reserve. And we'll be the endangered species.
What is this?
I saw a couple of guys get gassed. They damn near killed each other.
Riddler's robots waiting, talking Italian.
Island Dark Knight. What are you, stupid? Yes. Yes, you are.
Did we just flatten them all? Hey, Lozzie Ryu. Just because I'm used to the hardware, I appreciate the fact that it's more a home entertainment system, which is good because we love movies and everything. You know, and also like that backwards compatibility option is going to prove pretty useful if the PS4 decides to give out. Do you know what I mean? The limited backwards compatibility option that they're offering, that is. Well, there's a few destructibles behind us, so let's go to those, shall we? Just trying to get a bunch of little stuff and side quests done today, folks, in case you're wondering. Oh, that's the Joker. Robert De Niro's waiting, talking Italian. Right, man. How about yourself? Are you angled toward one or the other, or are you just see wherever the wind may take you? Oh yeah, if there's a tree in the way, it doesn't always do it. Now a riddle. Oh, shite. Ain't just a riddle. Can I get on there, please?
So Harley went after the bat? Oh, good for her.
Okay. God damn it. That's really stupid. So select the claw. There we go. What's that about? Oh, it's just another thing. Okay, that's very strange. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got a big old riddle up there. What could that mean, Batman? You're angled toward the PlayStation. I think most of my friends will get that too, so it makes sense I can play with them. PlayStation exclusives, in my opinion, are better. PlayStation Plus games are better. PS5 games announced look more interesting. And hardware-wise, I think they're pretty similar. PS5 control looks it's going to be uncomfortable, though. Yeah, I'm wondering how that haptic feedback thing is going to work, and what it ultimately what it's going to bloody mean.
Totally with you on the whole locking up Robin thing. It's clearly cruel and mildly psychotic, but we're starting to see eye to eye on these little matters of right and wrong.
So, it's coordinates 2887 2171. So was it 2887 2171? Two 887 god, actually so close to the exact spot. Oh my god, this is really tough. 287 2171. Thank you. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, I've been asking a question about something that we figured out yesterday, I think, but Lucy's not here to answer it because it's about fabric. So what was it? 2887. Sorry, 288. 2171. I know where this is. It's behind the GCPD. I remember seeing it. I remember spotting it. It's behind the GCPD.
Oh, bats.
Arkham City
the
over there.
Arkham Knight places bombs. You blow up the bombs. Were you vaccinated against irony? Or is it just natural immunity?
So it's back there. So, see this tower where we are now? This is where we've got to get to.
The
after
thought
we've
of
set off a
robbing
race
that cell
over
reminds
there.
me of the asylum. You drop by for a visit, I tell a joke or two, you break some of my fingers. Ah, the halcyon days.
Yeah, he sees we go to the back of the GCPD.
Billboards and doesn't give us a heads up.
You'll notice that there is a trigger pad here. What we've got to do is rev the engine.
Bad news, Batman. I've identified a key flaw in your car's design. The driver.
It's not that way. It's not that way. We just got the... Oh, bloody hell. Are they all for different races, do you think? The coordinates are all for different races.
The weapon's destroyed. Salvage team found the wreckage. No sign of the knight.
That man's nothing
Oh,
but
it's
that car.
close, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess the
Crucial
coordinates
flaw
are
to
for
that
different
statement.
races.
He has the car. But I'm saying if he didn't have it, then I'm saying he does.
So that one wasn't even for that trophy. For that trophy that it was located with. How random.
Hey, you guys keep yapping.
How
instead of
close did that end
focusing
up
on your
being?
jobs. Car or no
Felt
car,
like it was
Batman's
the 2
taking
seconds
down.
to spare.
Sorry, sir.
Too close for comfort.
Be nice if Scarecrow got one of those freaking billboards and apologized for gassing us.
Good luck, mate. Oh, the statues all have Joker faces. It's getting creepier and creepier.
Man, this pollen's gonna play havoc with my sinuses.
A former warden who had a strange turn. His appointment as mayor was a cause for concern.
Batman! It's Batman!
Ah, it's our old pal Quincy. There he is.
Quincy Sharp.
I'm not sure we can do a Minecraft playthrough. You can't really do a Minecraft playthrough, can you? Visiting hours.
Prison. The irony wasn't lost on Quincy Sharp.
But that didn't mean he appreciated it. Quincy cried on the hard, cramped bed in his small, sterile cell, longing for the splendour of his city hall. He wished his master was here. Dr. Hugo Strange had awoken Quincy, lifted him to a higher state of awareness, made him mayor of Gotham. The therapy, the drugs, the loss of free will. A fair price for such a gift. In return, Quincy had defended Strange through both trials. Even now, he clutched onto Strange's remaining secrets, dear mementos of a parted friend.
It's okay, Quincy.
Oh, he heard Strange say, "I'm here." Oh, shit. Shit. Minecraft Story Mode, what, the Telltale game? I'm just, we've done some Telltale on here, we've not really had fun with it. Apart from Walking Dead, we had a good time Walking Dead, but I think that's because the shock factor and the pureness of that being their first proper series was a good one. Oof. That actually would be crazy. Like, I've never really played Borderlands, but like, I'm looking forward to playing, you know, Tales from the Borderlands, which is a Telltale series. I'm on your telly. Hello, TV. My God, this thing is bigger than the computer or the phone. Minecraft Story Mode's on Netflix. Oh, Jesus. Well, you know, in a way, that's kind of cool, because people get to play a game that they wouldn't. Maybe people who don't game normally get to try it out. Yeah, that's a Riddler race, so we'll have to figure that one out later. When we've got all the stuff except for the races, we'll be able to narrow down the races. Hang on, I've lost myself here. So I was checking to see where the remaining. So it's on. Oh, there's one on Miagani and one on Founders. And where are we right now? Miagani. So there's a road checkpoint around here somewhere. They're usually at strategic points at the edge of the city.
I figured it out, Bats. The Arkham Knight. He's all in your mind. He's your greatest fears personified. Or is it just me?
I've just seen a Snapchat story and I can confirm
really going to save those
attentive to your mother.
firefighters, are
Thank
you?
you.
I mean, they're fine rescuing cats out of trees, but staple one to a wall and they haven't got a clue.
I mean, oh Jesus, Joker. I mean, you could also have a bit of wine o'clock early, surely. Absolutely, hugs for Emma. Everybody whip out your oms for Emma. That sounds wrong.
Look, Batman, just admit that you had absolutely no interest in saving those rioters with bombs for brains, and I will press the detonation switch right now.
Tell Darren to give you all the
Have it
hugs.
your way. The offer stands.
Whine and a cry. Why? Wait, what? This comment thread is filthy, and I appreciate it. Ah, so one of the only two trophies I don't have for this is the stunt jumps. And that'll be one of them. Oh yeah, only GTA, I know. Probably do that in my spare time. Still on Miagani, right? Yeah. I've been attacking him for hugs all day, but he cannot massage my aches because he has a bad... Oh, darn it. Tell him to use his toes. Wash his feet and then walk all over your back.
Knows what lives in them sewers. I heard chanting down there. You know, a bad kind, like you hear in movies.
Oh, damn. Oh, God, I hope his thumb's alright. Jeez. Oms for everyone. Good lord. Is that highway markings or is it a Riddler thing? It's highway markings. It appears to be highway markings. It's all this bloody game. Eesh. Ouch. Yeah, based on the logic of the chat recently, that means you'll get dog packets. Still on Miyagani? Yes. So I'm checking the outer rim. Miyagani. I'm not seeing one of these checkpoints. Are you guys? Shit. A thumb kiss. Warrior. Trick, right? Oh my god, Rebecca's here! Rebecca! Which means, hi Rebecca, how you doing? You guys ever watched Black Mirror? The only ones I've not watched are the 3 most recent, but yes. Bloody love Black Mirror. Love it. But I love anthology television and anthology horror, so it's right up my street. Yeah, Black Mirror, the title itself is a reference to phone screens. Down this way, will it? No. Have I been up there? Yes, me and Joker went through there before, didn't we? Hey DJ Punya, how you doing? Speaking of anthology horror, Rebecca, it is always a good time when you're in town. Welcome aboard. Stop selling yourself short. You're an honorary Om Squad Capitan by Jingo. I am indeed wearing a Christmas t-shirt, yeah. Just a comfy t-shirt. Comfy t-shirt on. Oh, there's my Stormtrooper. That'll do. Where is this checkpoint? Like it's an own the roads mission, so it should be somewhere in plain sight. Oh my god. Ryan Murphy series Ratchet, people just call it 2020 American Horror Story. Is it the same sort of thing? I think you can use all the other incarnations in free roam. In that perpetual before the last thing you need to do save slot, if I remember correctly. But you, it's because they don't have a bat tank option. So. Which is why they also offer different cosmetic versions of Batmobile. My favourite was the 66 show themed paint job. It's the black one with the red trim. I am not Santa. Let me know where he lives. Santa. is this final... Don't mind me, everyone. Just casually smashing through everything. Where is this final checkpoint? I'm sorry, was that a light? No, it's just reflections. Tall elf. Sarah Paulson playing a young version of Nurse Ratchet from Once Filled the Cookies. Why? 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 Oh God. I like Sarah Paulson, but like, why? That is an unnecessary show to make. Making ties for the Tat Cave. Dance, my elven warriors. Dance! It's something that I'm not Santa, even Santa would say. Alright, you got me there, to be fair. Where the hell is this checkpoint? Or at least, you know, where is a Riddle person so that we can try and find the checkpoint. Let's have a glide, see if we can find it as we... So we can find it from the air.
Harley went after the bat? Good for her.
I mean, now she's locked up in a medical quarantine room in a film studio, but I'm sure it's fine. Is that it? There's a lot of red lights on the ground. That usually means there's militia-related stuff nearby.
Good thing we got off the street in time before that crap was released.
Huh, guess not. There's a breakable up here. Get a good aim at it. There we go. Yeah, the red light here made me think that maybe this was one of the lockdown centres, but it isn't. That is frustrating. Screen first because of weed. Ah, yes, that famous Santa ganja. Santa baby, slip a split under the tree for me. I've had a really long day, Santa baby. Scarecrow. Where is this checkpoint? What the hell is this checkpoint, guys? This Occupy Gotham stuff is getting ridiculous. You should grow a beard. What do you think I'm trying to do at it? On the roads, on the roads. How random. Where are we now? We're on Miagani. So we've got all of these. There's one of these on Bleak Island and one of these on Fountains.
Time to find the militia's network of explosives.
Let's try and get these then. Father Spliffness. Good lord. Father Spliffness, good lord. Okay, we might have passed the Joker back there.
Who chooses to dress like a bat unless you got a few screws loose?
horn say? Do, 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 do.
And 4. No, listen. Oh, is this thing on? I was just mentally calculating pi to 10 trillion digits. 10 trillion digits. That's just the sort of intellectual challenge I like to conquer while you are out there in the city failing to solve my riddles.
Now, what is this? Just gotta get the Batmobile up here, but what does it do? What's it for? Oh, it's one of them. So there must be a winch we can attach to charge up the Batmobile. Is that down here? So remember last time we did this, there was a charge nearby, wasn't there? Oh, Batman's stuck. Oh, okay, Batman, well done. So I'll look around, see if there's a charge that we can use. Well, there's something down here. No worries, catch me, Joyful Guy. We'll see you soon. Stay safe. Punya, no spoilers. I'd say there's plenty of bad things about this game, to be honest. I guess on this one we just have to be quick.
Congratulations, Detective. 100 riddles solved. Fittingly, it took you a century, too.
Alright. And a horn say. Right, so apparently we've got another one of these bad boys on this island.
The militia have explosives deployed around the city. Time to hunt them down.
Is there one over here we haven't got? You can. The telltale sign is the beeping when we get nearer, and the floor being red. And a horn say. See, shall we? These barely traversed walkways. Punya, come on. That's unnecessarily clapbacky. You mentioned a character who has not been revealed yet. Come on. We're just trying to keep it spoiler free as much as we can. So whenever someone joins and you join in the chat, it says no spoilers, some people see it. You're not in trouble or anything, I'm just saying, you know, keep spoilers to a minimum, if not non-existent at all, because then that way it's preserved for people who've seen it for the first time, especially when it's a narrative. Like if this was, you know, first-person shooter, it wouldn't really matter, but because it's a storyline that unfolds with mystery. What on earth am I doing? It's alright, no worries. Oh my god, what am I doing here? Oh, okay. So, unless I use the cannon? No. Anything else more than a little confused here? Oh, right, it's charged us up. Okay. Okay, I'm really confused now. Do I need to get up there? I guess not. Tell you what, let me get out of the back of it, because that usually helps. And now, boom, boom, huh. Everyone else super confused? Oh, right, okay. I think I see what you mean. No, I'm a little confused now. Oh! Oh! Right, I have an idea. Control it, Batman, you dingus. Right. Weapon wheel. This might be completely wrong. I mean, this might be completely wrong. An idea. I'm so confused. Oh, right. I can't get high enough. I can't get high enough because you need to be in one spot to use the line launcher, don't you? Not during the main playthrough, Punya, but we will do when we start picking stuff up and doing the challenges and things like that. I'm so lost. Like, is there a... Is there somewhere here I can... Not that I can see in terms of ceiling access. It's not giving me a grapple option. Wait, hang on, just give me an R1 then. Where was the R1? Oh, it's out there. It's not helpful. Is there another way in from up here? Oh. No. Okay. Yeah, and I can only shoot the line launcher horizontal. Directly in front or behind you. Yeah, it's very likely that back in 2015 I googled this puzzle. It didn't let us select some styles. Am I below it again? No, I just wait till I drop to the ground. Thank God. Oh God, everything's coming in at the same time. Right. No, it won't let us quickly use it. There must be another way, surely. I can't even remember there's a ledge. Oh God, you're right. Line launcher perch. Yes. 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 Oh my God. Oh, but it isn't triggering it. How the hell are you meant to do it then? There we go. Oh, Emma, you genius. Get up there. Oh, for Christ's sake, Batman. There we go. Good call. Oms for Emma, folks. Oms for Emu. Are there riddles tucked down here that we're aware of? It's called Lucy Lass of a Text.
This army, and I'd kill the bat in 2 seconds.
Right. That's a race riddle, so we don't have the option for that one yet. What is that? Oh, it's a trial I've done. Okay. That's weird. That's a Riddler trophy, but it's telling me it's a disarm the... What? I think this game's having issues today, folks. Is the yes. It's well short, like all of them really. Like short. But that's why when we stream it, we're probably just gonna do one session where we just fly through all of them.
Look out! It's the bat!
Dun 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 dun! It's the Batman. Ooh. For some reason, Joel Schumacher's music.
What did Scarecrow do? Oh, that stuff was nasty.
It was beautiful. That was beautifully handled. Stall in there, not a fan of that.
Scarecrow. Oh, man. That's one face I did not want to see projected. Some kind of fight going on over there.
Old car. You know, it had a kind of retro car thing going on. Didn't turn into a freaking tank either.
Thank you. It's almost like the thug in game saying what we're all thinking.
Both hurt.
I'll tell you everything.
Good.
The bat's here. Make your face real pretty.
Already done this one. Yeah, that one was just a trophy. This is the ones I'm getting confused about. Like, what the hell did you do with these? don't remember what you meant to do with these ones. Are you meant to super eject against them? No. Emma, do you recall? Punya, do you recall?
Oh, Batman, there's still riddles on Bleak Island. Challenging, mystifying riddles, which will have you tearing out your pointy ears in frustration.
I'm holding down L3 and it's not doing the scanner thing. Huh. I'll have to Google this one because I'm super confused as to what these are. Right. Arkham Knight. Glowing rings, wow. Make sure the button bill is... Oh. Apparently the scanner does react with it. Oh, no, that's not. The button it's recommending to me is total bullshit. Oh, there we go. Worked that time. That's weird, so it doesn't work unless you're super close to it.
No way I'm joining with Scarecrow. I like working for Two-Face. Half the time, anyway.
That is still a great joke about Two-Face. Hey, George. It's been too long. You have to go now. I have to disinfect my copy of the Deadpool game. Fair enough. Good shout, actually. Did you buy it second hand? Have a good time. Enjoy it. Hope you dig it. In the first 5 minutes, it's one of the daftest trophies you'll ever earn. Enjoy. Oms for Punya. See you soon.
They'll be sorry now.
Sorry now. So I mean, it's up there.
He's on our tail! Outrun that thing! Come on,
Like,
lose him! Okay, we'll join a couple of rides. But I can't be out all night. It's my turn to watch the kids tomorrow.
right, so it's thing up there. So we do have to trail it round to there, okay. Oh, don't. These sorts of rhythm things fill me with a massive dose of for fuck's sake. Right, so we don't lose the trail. That's what I was worried about, that the trail was going to vanish if we ever left the Batmobile or whatnot. But no, it carries on. Okay. Okay. Is that it? Okay, that's fine. Old Arkham style doors. Okay. Here we are outside Ace Chemicals. So now we know what that one means. It's going to be easier to solve more akin to that. Okay, that's a good shout. We're a little more learned.
Oh man, look at this place. It's gonna take more than Wayne's millions to clean up this mess.
I was just about to say, why is he putting all the pressure on Bruce Wayne to clean up the mess and stuff? Then I remember. Oh yeah, like Wayne called Arkham City, does that thing. Oh, there's a riddle thing up there.
What the? It's the bat! He's tailing us! Put your foot down! Go! Oh God! He's touching the car!
Oh, it's this boy.
Batman's gonna get what's coming. Scarecrow ain't beaten yet.
Okay.
I need to pick a target before giving an order.
Okay.
Who chooses to dress like a bat unless you got a few screws loose?
Can we target that? I guess we can.
Ivy saved Gotham? Sell out.
Bring it over here. I guess we can.
How are you doing
Trophy,
this?
buddy.
Those robots are unhackable. I made sure of it.
Just glide into this bin. Oh, Jesus. Well, that was harsh. Are you sure about that?
An open house for bed and dinner. Is this sanctuary run by saint or sinner?
Well, it's obviously going to be this one with all the bloody burning, burning going on inside. See what this is about, shall we? The mission. Clark stood on the littered sidewalk looking up at the sign. Until now, this place had been a rumour, whispered in the dark. The deacon's mission. By the sounds of it, if you had to take your bread with a little preaching... by the sounds of it, you had to take your bread with a little preaching. They could try, Clark thought. He wasn't that hungry. I'm glad you are, Jord. It's good news. Inside, a couple dozen men had their heads down, folding up tables and unstacking towers of chairs into rows. Clark spotted a large stainless steel pot, its lid ajar, the slit puffing steam. He made straight for it, his mouth hung open expectantly as he grabbed the lid. I've noticed we don't have any complete stories, do we? Not yet, anyway. You are shitting kidding me. I thought it was 3-parters. They're complete stories. I'm a moron. Wonder Tower. Hugo Strange followed Ra's al Ghul out onto Wonder Tower's viewing platform. Arkham City gleamed beneath them, a peaceful patchwork of neon and steel. "How is our mayor?" Ra's inquired, tightly gripping the railing to steady himself. "Playing his part," Strange observed. "People seem quite convinced." "It will be morally repugnant to a few, but even they cannot deny its impulse." Ra's closed his eyes to wipe the slate clean. Strange had noticed the subtle glitches in his master's behaviour. The professor had conducted enough experiments to recognise the symptoms of mental trauma, as well as when a patient was trying to mask its effects. For a little bit. "I wish you would allow me to access the source of your power," Strange said benignly. "I could help. It is here, isn't it? In the base of this tower." Ra's laughed, and suddenly Strange couldn't breathe. "You think you see weakness," Ra's squeezed. Strange felt his throat tightening, life ebbing away. "How wrong you are." Ra's released him, and Strange dropped to his knees, sucking in air. Ra's walked back to his place overlooking the city. "We will rid the Gotham of its vermin. Nothing can stop us." Strange massaged his neck. "You think he will stand idly while we murder thousands?" "Batman won't," Ra's replied. "But Bruce Wayne won't have any choice." Nice. Homecoming. 254 days, 17 hours, and 9 minutes. It seemed like a lifetime, yet still he hungered, every waking moment a test of will. He'd never truly be free from the cravings, but at least now he'd found a means to channel all that pain into something productive, something worthwhile. He'd returned to Santa Prisca broken and desperate, still reeling from his run-in with Batman in Arkham City. He was searching for solace, a fresh start, a means of making the nightmares stop. When he arrived in the slums of his homeland and found a young boy bleeding out from a gunshot wound in the street, mother wailing by his side, Bane realised what had really drawn him back here. Beneath the veneer of luxury resorts and spas, Santa Prisca was a hotbed of corruption, ruled by vicious cartels, drug lords amped up on venom, embroiled in a bloody turf war that had claimed countless innocent lives. Bane had started from the bottom and worked his way up. Now, as the sun bled out over the horizon, he admired the fruits of his labour. 12 severed heads lined up on the beach in various states of decay, the 12 most powerful drug lords on the island. His work was almost done. Just one target remained. Peña Dura, the stone fortress in which he'd been born, raised, and forever corrupted. It was time to tear it all down. So that's what Bane got up to. Oh dear. The trap. 3 thugs, 1 hostage. Easy. First the guy with the gun. Barbara dropped behind the nearest of Joker's goons, crouched and launched herself back up. One escrima stick in the back of the knee to drop him. The other met the back of his skull on the way down. Next the guy with a knife. He'd had a knife anyway. He had a broken wrist now. A wrist she caught between both her sticks and snapped when he lunged at her. She let the arm drop and swung her weapons back and over her shoulders onto his head. The sad clown makeup looked perfect as he fell to the floor. And now the mop-up. She dropped and swung a sweeping kick to meet the last thug as he charged her, sending him barreling into a wall. Easy. The hostage was crying, curled fetal with his back to her from the corner of the room. Odd for a police officer in Gotham. They've usually seen worse. "It's okay." Barbara took a step towards him. "It's me. Batgirl." The sobbing got worse, louder, hysterical. And then Barbara froze. He wasn't crying at all. "What's wrong?" the officer crooned. "Aren't you going to rescue me?" Not exactly. Barbara's eyes scanned for exits. Her feet took a fighting stance. "Well then," said Joker, twisting round to face her until he was lounging in a blood-stained police officer's uniform on his side. "Why don't you rescue Commissioner Gordon instead?" That leads into the DLC. Oh, I love this one. I don't think I ever read them all then. Just for those who just joined, hi. Arkham Knight, no spoilers. I'll keep them to a minimum because some people have never seen this before. And 5 years on from playing the game, I've only just realised that unlike Arkham City, where you collect portions of a story, each freaking story you collect has all 3 pages. I didn't even realise. We're just going to read a few stories before we crack on with the action. Oh my god. Resolutions, Calendar Man, January 1st. Happy New Year, diary. I feel melancholy. The old dates hold no magic anymore. My New Year's resolution is to find new occasions to celebrate. January 21st. I feel reborn. Today I celebrated National Hugging Day for the first time. I went to Elliott Memorial Hospital, covered myself in infected blood, and visited the children's ward. Hello, Rusty Justy. February 2nd. Happy Groundhog Day. My new house guest and I are going to watch the stream from Puxatawny together. If the rodent predicts an early spring, I'll let my new friend go. But if the groundhog retreats to its burrow, I'll bury my guest alive. June 5th. World Environment Day. A worthy, important cause. I passed this message on to a class of school children by forcing them to drink Ace Chemicals runoff. They won't pollute now. September 19th. Dear Diary, Happy International Talk Like a Pirate Day. Today, I cut off a man's leg and nailed a wooden peg in its place. He couldn't walk the plank. Very disappointing. Checked on my scurvy victim, but she wasn't ready. Next year. The 21st of September. Happy World Peace Day. I left bombs at the Karaki Embassy. Jesus. 29th of October. Halloween tempts me. I promised Batman I would be present at his end, and All Hallows Eve is the perfect time to bid farewell to him. I will make this one exception in my year of alternative celebrations. 31st October. Damn Scarecrow. Poison Chalice. Cash lifted the framed photo out of the box and placed it on the desk. He still remembered the day he pinned it to the inside of his locker during his first shift at the asylum. It had been with him ever since. Nice looking family you got there, sir, the sergeant remarked, busily clearing out the previous owner's possessions from a drawer. Cash was close to telling him it was a lucky charm, but he knew the reaction he'd get. The kid didn't know how crazy things could get. He'd soon end up as superstitious as all the rest. Besides, something was telling Cash luck might not be worth a damn around here. He would be the 5th station supervisor in as many months. The others were all gone. Assassinated. Cash knew he was putting himself in the crosshairs, tempting fate, but the commissioner had asked, and he couldn't refuse a friend. The sergeant finished packing the dead man's things just as Gordon arrived. "Aaron," Jim said, offering his hand. "Didn't think I'd see you tonight," Cash replied, shaking the commissioner's hand. Gordon always came down for this part. It was the introduction. Both men stepped out of the elevator onto the roof. The bat signal illuminated the night sky. "You know," Cash said, "we have met already." "I know," Gordon said, "but it's tradition." Just another word for superstition, Cash thought. It's pretty nifty. Want to find a weak link in a security system? Look for the man with a gun, especially when they're new in town. Poor guy didn't even know the first rule of Gotham, Selina mused. The mantra thugs from Bleak to the Bowery drilled into the new recruits. Always look up. Well, he'd know it now. Selina dragged his unconscious body behind a dumpster and slipped through a vent into Arkham Asylum's administrative building. She was late. The meeting had started. Ended, maybe? Scarecrow's voice, sonorous yet raspy, carried along the vent like a snake slithering through dry grass. Another voice reply, young, angry, and disguised. Footsteps, then silence. Worthless. Selina needed more. Names, details, a damn date. Batman was more inclined to ignore the occasional heist when she had information he needed. And besides, it was fun having something to wield over him. Seeing the pained, pleading expression on Gotham's apex predator's face when they were alone and she had the upper hand. She peeked through the vent. Scarecrow's office. No guards by the door. Good. Selina dropped down, twisting her body to on all fours, and then an arc of electricity lashed out from the ceiling. Selina dodged it, all reflexes, and saw her attacker floating above the vent. Since when did Scarecrow have security drones? Damn it, Selina, she thought, plotting her exit over the sound of the alarm. Always look up. Gotham City. Do you want to read a few more? We could do the first 2 rows of what we've got so far, if you want. Or we could just spend the next, half hour reading some stories. I'm game if you are. Information. Cargo. The dozing soldiers snapped awake, gripped by their... The dozing soldiers snapped awake, gripped their semi-automatic rifles, and flicked the safeties off. They weren't sure that it was what had them... They weren't sure what it was that had them spooked. Turbulence, perhaps? The unit commander nodded towards the container, trigger finger poised. The metal box was taking up most of the airship's cargo hold. It must have weighed several tons, and that wasn't including what was trapped inside. The thing these men had spent several weeks trekking through marshland on the outskirts of Gotham. Not everyone who started the mission had made it. Their ravaged bodies left behind unceremoniously. This mission didn't exist. And now, neither did they. A plainclothes agent was reading the file, holding a handkerchief to his face to try and stem the smell of rotting fish emanating from the container. He only had words, photographs, patient history. He wouldn't get to see the creature for real, a relief. The agent looked up and spotted the panicked faces. These soldiers were tired and burnt out. The last thing he needed was any accidents. "Easy, boys," he yelled over the engine roar, slapping the metal prison. "He ain't waking up for another month." Within the container, the tranquilizer had all but worn off. The opaque membrane withdrew across the eye. The vertical slit-shaped pupils dilated. Croc was awake, and he wanted off this airship. Croc! Set up for the mission we did. The mission! So to reiterate, Clark stood on the littered sidewalk looking up at the sign. Until now, this place had been a rumour, whispered in the dark, the deacon's mission. By the sounds of it, you had to take your bread with a little preaching. They could try, Clark thought. He wasn't that hungry. Inside, a couple dozen men had heads down folding up tables and unstacking towers of chairs into rows. Clark spotted a large stainless steel pot, its lid ajar, the slit puffing steam. He made straight for it, his mouth hung open expectantly as he grabbed the lid. "They wanted to clear that away." A hand fell on his shoulder and squeezed. "But he told me you'd come." The voice had that benevolence only a servant of God could muster. Clark turned around. The deacon's greying hair and lined face betrayed a searing vitality. "I'd like something to eat, please, sir." Clark heard himself, the last and only person he addressed in that way being his father. The deacon released his grip and proceeded to ladle soup into a bowl. "The Lord needs us strong," he proclaimed, passing it to Clark along with a spoon. The warm liquid snaked down his throat and coiled within his belly. It felt good. Better than expected. Clark went for another spoonful. Maybe he was that hungry after all. If you want to know what this one's about, notice how we have one more Most Wanted mission to appear on the wheel yet. Wine o'clock! It's an early wine o'clock this week as Emma is done with that shit. Get some wine, cockle. Treat yourself. Sit down for story time. Story time. Burn notice. Linz took a generous swig from his hip flask, then pushed the heavy oak doors into Tommaso Panessa's office. The deacon, well, his story's part of it. KFC have made crocs that smell like chicken. Right. "Garfield, have a seat." His boss's plump red face and expanded waistline betrayed the fact that he was bankrupt financially as well as morally. Lynn shrunk into a chair as Panessa dispensed with small talk, then began to justify the unceremonious firing of the slowly VFX artist. Despite critical acclaim, The Inferno had recovered less than a quarter of its inflated budget in the 6 months since its release. Such a high-profile failure, combined with increased attention from the IRS, meant that laundering millions of dollars of mob money through Panessa Studios was no longer a viable business plan. "I always liked you, Linz," he said, like a veterinarian comforting an animal before pushing the plunger on a lethal injection. "But the industry's different now. As a studio, we need to adapt or perish. That means making some tough decisions." Garfield declined the proffered cigar with a wave of his hand. He felt sick watching the greasy old bastard wrap his lips around a wad of dried leaves that cost 3 times his monthly salary. "I'm sure a man of your intelligence knew this day would come, Garfield. I'm sure you've prepared for every eventuality." Linz was prepared all right. He struck a match off the solid oak table and held it up to light the man's cigar. He met his boss's gaze for the last time, then expelled a mouthful of nitroglycerin through the dancing flame. In case you've forgotten, Garfield Linz, Firefly. Fallout. "Your Honor," Gordon shouted, "the man's insane." "For the last time, Commissioner, we are not here to discuss the prisoner's state of mind." Judge Wessel looked across at Gordon from the parole board panel, a look Jim had seen a dozen times this morning. "Please," Wessel's watery eyes were saying, "don't make this harder than it is." Gordon shot a more succinct look back. To his left, the prisoner started talking. again. Come now, Your Honor. As slanderous as the Commissioner's comments are, he's only expressing his frustration at the farcical nature of this so-called legal proceeding. Perhaps he doesn't understand that his presence is merely for appearance's sake. You are decorative, detective, Riddler concluded, flashing Jim a smug smile. Gordon understood all right. Thousands of prisoners, all held illegally and then nearly murdered by Hugo Strange. The inevitable class-action lawsuit had left this tedious, soul-sapping exercise in its wake. Hundreds of parole hearings that only went one way. The prisoner got their freedom back, and Gordon got a signed declaration that the offender promised to be on their best behaviour from here on in. Hey, Scouse Mick, welcome aboard. If you've played or watched Arkham Knight before, no spoilers. Some people have never seen it before. We're just reading through some of the stories right now. A little bit of story time. Welcome back. Hope you enjoy. Now, Riddler continued, given that our poor commissioner must endure several hundred more of these hearings... Not bad, Scouse, mate. We're just doing some story time. No spoilers, no spoilers. Why don't you spare us the tedium of forcing him to reiterate the state's legally soiled case against me, and simply grant me the freedom to which I'm entitled? The entire parole board spluttered indignantly. Man's got a point, Gordon conceded, as he walked out the door. Yeah, we're playing this one through here on stream for the first time, so a lot of people watching haven't seen it before, so spoilers to an absolute minimum. Beer o'clock. Emma, good shout. Oh, there's some beer in the fridge. I might pop to the supermarket this evening, actually. Get a few bits and pieces. Get some more beer. Mask right up, son. Power play. No more of this grief crap, thought Scratch. 6 months since Joker died. Time Harley moved on. And if she couldn't move on, well... time the gang did. I should do CBB's bedtime stories about this. Scratch was smart. Everybody said it, and he had a plan. Harley had one of her freaky Joker statues, the ones with the television sat on the shoulders in her room. Every night, she kissed the creepy video reel of his face goodnight, right on his grinning lips. Scratch was gonna put a bomb inside it. Kill Harley and decapitate the old boss too. Nothing says put Scratch in charge like that. Harley was out. Gang war with Penguin's crew. That's all they did these days. Defend instead of expand. Scratch was going to change that, he thought, slipping into her room. Red and black everywhere. The curtains, the carpet, the bed. Like playing cards, Harley said when she handed out the new uniforms. Clubs and hearts. Joker was in the corner, grinning at him. His eyes followed Scratch around the room, interrupted by occasional static. I dare you, they said, as Scratch crept up to the smiling ghost. Sorry, boss, he said, taking out the screwdriver and the small explosive charge. But I gotta do this. For the gang. Bad idea, Scratchy, Joker replied. Scratch froze. Terrified. Bad idea, Scratchy, Joker said. Same intonation as before. Bad idea, Scratchy. Scratch relaxed. She'd cut it together. Made it out of old tapes. Huh. But that meant the skull-cracking impact of Harley's baseball bat cut off the thought. Love it. Love that she saw he was going to betray him. Love that. Master Bruce, you have a visitor. Bruce looked up from his position, curled in a fetal ball on the window ledge. He'd had plenty of visitors since the death of his parents. An endless stream of grown-ups who suffocated him in kindness, patting him on the head and talking in soft, patronising voices as if a sentence spoken at normal volume might cause the poor little orphan to detonate. Like a bomb they'd rather leave undisturbed than risk having diffused. This wasn't one of those people. This was Thomas Elliot. Tommy. The blonde boy pushed past Alfred before Bruce could respond. He looked at Bruce and grinned. Thank you, Alfred, Bruce said, trying to sound formal in front of his friend. Alfred coughed awkwardly before leaving the room. It was these moments, when others were around, that he and Bruce were still learning to navigate together. Alfred had reached for Bruce's hand at the funeral, only for the boy to snatch it away, embarrassed, yet he refused to let go during the car ride home. We have to be kind to you. Tommy slumped casually down next to Bruce and fixed him with an intense stare that mirrored Bruce's own. That's what Miss Hislop said at school. Everyone's being kind to me, Tommy. It's boring. Tommy thought about this. I wish my parents were dead, he said, eventually. Then I'd be a billionaire. Like you. Bruce's stunned laughter echoed around the manor's empty rooms. In the comments, who did Tommy Elliott turn out to be? Petitions have CBB stories. We should have Batman stories. Oh, yes. Yes. Just Jack. Brute Swain. The false Wayne. Jack Ryder's weekly column, only in the Herald. Hi there, Gotham. Jack's back. I know, it's been a while, but I've been busy. Book deals, TV appearances, negotiations to syndicate this very column. Those things take time, Jack fans. Too much time, actually, and the agents never call you back. So, I decided to give up on them. Besides, I already had a starring role in the televisual event of the season. Yep, that was my handsome face you saw sprouting from an immaculately tailored suit and giving evidence to the Arkham City Commission. And I just want to set the record straight. Yes, I said that Arkham City was illegal. Yes, I produced documentary evidence of prisoners being abused, degraded, forced to live in squalor, and nearly killed. And yes, I said that anyone exposed to such horrors should be released and generously compensated. But let's get one thing straight, Gotham. I was talking about me. I didn't need to see that crap. I shouldn't have even been there. I saw one guy eating his own arm when food supplies ran low. His own arm! I mean, he didn't look like he was accustomed to hot cuisine on the other side of the wall, but me, I dine well, Gotham. And I needed therapy after. So all you losers sending me hate mail, stop it. It's not my fault all the crooks got free. I just wanted Gotham City to repay its debt to me. And I'm sure you do too. Hashtag justice for Jack Ryder. Hashtag Jack Rydergate. Please, Emma, I'd love to do more. I've only done 2 Doctor Who The Adventure Games and Beano, Dennis and Nasher Adventures. Those are the only 2 video games I've ever voiced, and I'd love to do more. False Dawn. Gotham's no kind of place to raise a child. Those were Ellen's first words when he told her about the promotion and transfer to GCPD. To say the move had put a strain on their marriage would be an understatement. The first few months were difficult, but gradually she'd established roots, made new friends, warmed to life in the city. Commissioner Gordon had even promised to use his influence to secure their son Tyler a place at McCallum Academy. Life was good. Then Arkham City happened. Ellen's doubts resurfaced. The honeymoon period was over. Oh, we've lost 2 followers during this. Amazing. He'd convinced her to stick it out for another year. If things didn't improve, they'd move back to her family in Keystone. No more DC references. The promise was a gamble. He hated Keystone as much as he hated the in-laws. And at the time, Gotham looked like it was spiralling into the abyss. But now, 9 months on, as he stood with his family among a throng of tourists on the Lady of Gotham's viewing platform, he was satisfied that the gamble had paid off. There was a different feel about Gotham these days. Joker was dead. The nightmare of Arkham City was a distant memory, and crime continued to fall. Amid the water, amid the glittering lanterns of Chinatown, Halloween decorations were being hoisted high above the street. Dad, are you going to take me to the parade? Sorry, kiddo, Daddy has to work. But your mother will take you, right, honey? Ellen jabbed him in the ribs, smiling. Whatever you say, Officer Owens. That's the Owens who gets hit in the attack first. Dr. Kirk Langstrom surveyed the miracle of evolution splayed out on the table before him. Desmundus rotundus, the common vampire bat. It was perhaps the most magnificent creature he'd ever studied up close. Aside from Francine, of course. Langstrom dialed up the volume on the sound system and shut his eyes, letting Brahms' Third Symphony swell in his ears. The music conjured memories of happier times with his beautiful wife before his diagnosis, before the rot had set in. The tinnitus had been subtle at first, like the low hum of a refrigerator in another room, a mildly irritating whine he couldn't quite place yet couldn't quite ignore. As the weeks wore on, the noise grew, overwhelming, until Kirk could hear nothing else unless he concentrated hard enough. The doctor's words, however, had been loud and clear. Kirk's affliction was rare, chronic, and irreversible. The tinnitus had been subtle for... Oh, hang on. Press the wrong button, idiot. The thought of never enjoying his favourite symphonies again was agonising, but it was Francine's voice he would miss the most. The subtle inflection she adopted when she teased him, the way she laughed as though the little girl inside her had never grown up. Kirk wasn't prepared to let all that go without a fight. He was a man of science, for Christ's sake, and science would find a way. The answer, Kirk knew, was staring up at him from the dissection table. Leads to Manbat. If you just joined, hi, welcome. We're doing Arkham Knight. We're wrapping up some Riddler stuff today, and as we kind of spend the next 15 minutes, we're also reading the stories that I haven't read through, which is pretty much all of them so far. So stick around if you can. Follow if you're up for it. If you want to subscribe and you have never subscribed to my channel before, you want to unlock the emotes, get onto the Discord, buy a subscription. There's 20% off this month. If you subscribe on a desktop, not on a phone, you get 20% off this month, which gets you the Discord and all the cool emotes. Welcome aboard. And also, no spoilers, some people who are in the chat have not seen this game before. Boom. Marketing. Legacy. Bruce gripped his father's hand as the elevator rocketed skyward. Confined spaces still made him anxious, but his father provided comfort, just as he did on all those nights Bruce would wake screaming, paralysed with fear, reliving the moment he'd found himself trapped inside the dank, bat-infested cave beneath the grounds of the manor. He breathed a sigh of relief when the... Hang on. Screen's been a bit weird here. 1 second. Oh, there we go. He breathed a sigh of relief when the elevator finally slowed to a halt and the doors opened onto Thomas Wayne's plush new office at the summit of Wayne Tower. "Take a look, son," his father said, leading Bruce to the vast windows overlooking Gotham's smog-shrouded skyline. The boy pressed his palms against the cold glass and felt a dizzying rush as he gazed down at the miniature city below. "Gotham's been good to us, Bruce, and we have a responsibility to give something back. This tower's just the beginning of our legacy. A legacy I hope you'll continue long after I'm gone." Right. Do you know what's really weird? I, for our podcast, rewatched Batman Begins the other day. This is proof that Paul Dini and no comic book writers worked on this game like they did for the first two in the main series. They've just nicked that from Batman Begins. He's talking about the train when they're on the metro line and the tower. They've just nicked that from Batman Begins. That's weird. Bruce looked up to meet his father's eyes. The thought of losing him had never crossed the young boy's mind, and suddenly Bruce was back in that cave, alone, the piercing shriek of the bats filling his ears. Practical. That's the big damn cast, Ian, which you can catch on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and all your podcast providers. Out every week. New episodes out tonight. All about Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. At 9 p.m. Nightwing grappled to the warehouse roof and secreted himself in darkness. He chased the truck here on foot and was using a technique Bruce had taught him to control his breathing. A plume of steaming breath could easily give away his position to the guards in the skylight. Not that they sounded very observant. "I hate this stinking place. Give me Gotham any day," the first thug said. "Yeah, sooner we get back there, the better," his buddy replied. Nightwing was... no, Ian, maybe you could tell the comment section what the other podcast is and what it's about. Nightwing was well aware of his adopted city shortcomings. He just didn't need to hear it from these goons. He considered taking them out, sneaking further inside. No. Best to do this clean. Still, no way we could get away with something like this with the Batman around. Who we gotta worry about here, Nightwing? He's like baby Batman. Two electrified Eskrima sticks bounced up and struck the base of both skulls, cutting their laughter short. That nerve was as raw now as the day he'd left the manor. Bruce had sent him away like a parent packing a teenage son off to college. He wasn't grown up yet, not in Bruce's eyes. Looking down through the angled glass, scores of men were busy at work. Hundreds of crates, thousands of guns. The operation was bigger than he thought, and it was heading back to Gotham. You missed this one, Bruce. The college kid was going home. That's not an accurate description. We've got one more row. Should we read them? Should we do it? Do you want to hear some more stories? Should we do this? And then obviously we'll hit every story when we actually hit it going forward from this point. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 short stories. Storytime stream. Nice. Fair enough. Today was a bit of a patch up and a catch up anyway, so why not? Visiting hours. Prison. The irony wasn't lost on Quincy Sharp, but that didn't mean he appreciated it. No, he shouldn't add it. Quincy cried on the hard, cramped bed in his small, sterile cell, longing for the splendour of his city hall. He wished his master was here. Dr. Hugo Strange had awoken Quincy, lifted him to a higher state of awareness, made him mayor of Gotham. The therapy, the drugs, the loss of free will, a fair price for such a gift. In return, Quincy had defended Strange through both trials. Even now, he clutched onto Strange's remaining secrets, dear mementos of a parted friend. "It's okay, Quincy," he heard Strange say. "I'm here." "Hugo?" Quincy asked, wiping his tears on the cheap Arkham City jumpsuit the guards made him wear. I don't think that was intentional, Swad, because this game was developed 2 years before that man was elected, and 3 years before he, took office. Unless you're talking about Cheney, because he does look an awful lot like Dick Cheney in this poster. There he was, Dr. Hugo Strange, with his radiant white lab coat and paternal smile.
Quincy, my servant. My friend, Hugo said. We don't have much time.
Quincy was crying again with joy.
How, Master, how did you...
Psychology, Quincy.
Science. I'm a being of suggestion, etched into your subconscious by my living self.
The therapy, Quincy realized. The hypnosis, the drugs.
Stay with me, Master, please!
Quincy tried to grab hold of a phantom hand.
I cannot,
Strange said, looking benevolently down at Quincy, stroking with his hair with a touch the prisoner couldn't feel.
But there is one last service you can perform for me. Anything, Hugo, please. First, remove the sheet from your bed, Quincy, and tie it to the light fixture on the ceiling.
That's dark as shit. So in the event of Hugo's death... Where's the TARDIS that you had on CBBC? Do we have it? I had two. The tiny one is on the window ledge over here from Shout Saturday, and the big one is in the living room on a CD shelf with Lara Croft standing in the doors. Because why not? The red and yellow Dalek from the CBBC office are downstairs as well. And the orange Dalek is in this room somewhere. So Hugo basically left a subliminal suggestion that afterwards, if he died, Quincy would eventually get a visit from Hugo and kill himself, so that no one could learn more about what they did. That is bleak. That is so bleak, but it also explains why Quincy's mentioned in this but never seen, because he dies before the events of the game. The Demon's Head. The messenger dropped down into the puddled street and stayed crouched in shadow, her hand resting on the hilt of a katana. Caution was innate, trained into every sinew and fibre of her body. She waited for the drunken couple to stagger past and approached her canvas, a wall of decaying posters. She unfolded the stencil and held it in place. The small nozzle concealed in her wrist guard released a pressurized spray of black paint. With a few waves of her hand, the image was complete. It would join the others she had spent the night emblazoning on Gotham's walls. Most people would think it was just another work of art. They wouldn't know of the war that raged. The war to bring him back. To resurrect Ra's al Ghul. The air whistled. Instinct turned her head as a blade grazed skin and embedded itself in the centre of the dripping insignia. The assassin stepped out of her throwing stance and drew a sword from her back. You openly defy the League of Assassins. The penalty is death. Wiping the blood from her cheek, the messenger faced her enemy. There is no league without him. That's the truth. Surveying her surroundings, the assassin approached. You will not find his body. What makes you think we're still looking? The messenger unsheathed her katana. The demon's head will live again. Because we played the race mission, we know what that's all about. This was from the hidden room we found in the Riddler's mansion where he's doing all his traps. See what this is. Why do you attack Batman? He is based! You are a Riddler deleted the email and all the others like it, as prickly hot anger and shame squirmed through his insides. No point denying it. Hashtag Crusadergate had been a disastrous social media campaign. He couldn't understand it. It seemed the internet's idiotic and easily roused rabble could froth itself into a full-fat cappuccino of frenzy over white knights, but offer it up a dark one, on a plate, and you get a soy latte's worth of indignation at best. Didn't they understand what Batman had done? The memories rise up like bile. Riddler is back in Arkham City. Batman places an explosive hat, Riddler's own invention, on his head, forces him to march in endless circles lest the device detonate. It's hours before Riddler realizes the trick, that the explosives have been diffused. Having borne witness to his shame, this computer was tainted now. Yet Riddler paused. He still had electrical burns from the last time he'd angrily ripped 128 gigs of RAM from a motherboard. His search for a hammer concluded when another email arrived. To the owner of Enigmatic Holdings Limited, Gotham City Council hereby approves your purchase of the disused sewerage and water processing facilities beneath the city. It began. For the first time in months, Edward smiled. Whilst building his traps. Like the one that just sprung and knocked over something on my desk. No, Mr. Trapples, now is not the time. I sprung a trap, gang! Get out of it, Fred. I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone. Fred just sprung a trap, gang. You should do a meet and greet for Big Damn Cast. Mate, you can't do a meet and greet for anything right now. Oh, Jesus Christ, everything's falling over. Mr. Trapples has been hard at work. Booby trapping this very office. Trap gang! Well, Enigmatic Holding, exactly. Surely the name alone is a giveaway that it's Riddler, but apparently not. Hey, Radio Josh. It's alright, no worries. We're mostly just catching up on little bits and pieces before we conclude the story this weekend. Like, right now we're reading the stories that we didn't read. So, stick around if you fancy story time. Paraphobia, fear of fire. Some fears make more sense than others, Alex thought, crunching his eyes shut against the flames and retreating into the furthest corner of his cell. He read a case study once, when he was sane, about a man with pharmacophobia. A fear of medicine. The poor man suffered from epileptic seizures, yet refused to take his pills. Madness. Counterintuitive. Misfiring self-preservation instinct, rejecting the very things that preserved. But fear of fire? That made evolutionary sense, Alex comforted himself, picturing humanity's ancestors scattering across the veldt as flames licked dry grass. He wasn't mad, he was just too sensitive. His phobia was just awareness of the damage that the inferno raging in front of him could do to his delicate tissues. If it was real. Simon had summoned him, Alex remembered, accused him of betrayal, and now here he was, a test subject. Meat for the grinder, brain matter for the thresher, more data for Stag. They'd stopped pumping toxin into his cell hours ago, but still the fires burned around him, a phantom wall of flame. They started closing in. Alex Sartorius screamed as the flames consumed him. Screams of terror, not pain. To an outside observer, the result was slapstick. A white-coated scientist flailing at nothing. All Alex could see were flames eating at his flesh, gnawing down to the bone. So Alex is having a good time. Oh my god. I think someone's just arrived with 5 minutes to spare. Matt needs security. And Josh, I've given you an accidental radio job. Revenant. Zach hated Mondays. He'd been working the early shift at the morgue for all of 3 weeks and he was already starting to resemble a pallid corpse. The bourbon-induced hangover certainly wasn't helping. His stomach had been growling all morning. Firing Flares, thank you for the follow. No spoilers, some people are watching this for the first time. Welcome aboard. Happy to have you. And it was still an hour until lunch. His bowels lurched at the thought of another plate of slop from the commissary, only this time the accompanying growl was deeper, more resonant. From another place. He scanned the room for the source. The stiffs sometimes released pockets of gas when they started to decompose. Pungent gifts from the afterlife. But this sound was different. Almost like a word trying to be formed. Trapped by shuddering lips. It was coming from one of the new cold storage units. The compartments weren't supposed to have locks, but this one had 4. They weren't usually this big either. And they certainly didn't have Wayne Tech branding. The door swung open, and plumes of dry ice poured out around Zach's legs. As the lights flickered on, he could see the outline of a hulking corpse spread out on the floor. It was inhumanely large and breathing? Boo. 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 Zach slipped on the tiles and landed hard, sending his glasses skidding across the room. Feeling with his hands, he worked his way over the huge slabs of cold muscle to the wrist, as thick as his thigh. He wiped the frost off the plastic ID tag and strained to see the name. Solomon Grundy. Like the nursery rhyme. The body shifted, its giant lungs filling with ice-cold air. The voice was rough, guttural, angry.
Born on a Monday!
That's the one. This isn't Ask a Mortician, no. No, it's not. But if I cut my fringe and was more adorable, then maybe it would be. Lou has been binging a lot of Caitlyn stuff lately. Lou? Lucy? She's pretending not to be in the house. Hey, baby, come on over here. Oh, no worries. I am, yes. Just okay. Hey, she says hey. I've not downloaded Fall Guys yet, but I've added it to my library, so I'll probably play some next week. 3 more stories. Taking out the trash.
Garbage collectors,
asked Pipes, sat in the Hell's Gate offices holding the stained second-hand uniform at arm's length, like a new parent with their first dirty diaper.
You, completely sure about this, boss?
We're sure, Dent growled from across the desk. Pipes didn't argue. It wasn't nice Harvey speaking. You could tell after a while. The way a group of school friends can tell the pair of identical twins among them apart. It's not about the voice, not always. It's about the face. Which eye swings round faster to look at you? Which side of the mouth? The lantern jaw or the charred, twisted lips? The smile plays across first. We need a front for the bank job, Dent said, and you owe us. All of you. The compensation claims. Arkham City had been corrupt as hell, sure, but Pipes had run-ins with enough dirty cops to know justice flowed one way in Gotham. Well, it does if you haven't got the best lawyer the city ever saw running your class action suit from behind the scenes.
I get it, boss, I do, Pipes stammered. It's just Hell's Gate waste disposal and legal services? Really?
Dent leant forward. Pipes tried not to shudder as the weeping skin peeled from the leather chair. Trust me, nice Harvey answered. They're one and the same in this town. No worries, Josh. If you need to take time, that's cool. Strawberry Nesquik milkshake. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Live in 10, Vicky, a cameraman said. They had the steps to themselves. Huddles of reporters looked at her enviously over the police cordon. It was a technicality, really, but as a material witness to Sharp's crimes, she'd given evidence at the courthouse that morning. She'd been impossible to get rid of after that. Showtime. Good evening, Gotham. I'm Vicky Vale. Behind me stands Solomon Wayne Courthouse, once part of Arkham City, today the venue in which former Mayor Quincy Sharp was acquitted of his participation in that conspiracy. I don't like the idea that they cordoned off Solomon Wayne Courthouse after clearing out Arkham City just to hold the trial. That was where Two-Face, we first met Two-Face in the game, remember, where we first rescued Catwoman? That place was a shithole. Had Calendar Man in a cell underneath it. Why would you do a trial in there? Dr. Marathon's going well. We're not, Chris. We are currently... each video comes out roughly the 3rd week of each month. So the next video's a week and just under 2 weeks away. But in terms of real time, we are currently in the middle of Caves of Androzani.
I am vindicated!
Sharp screamed, bursting out the courthouse and into a bombardment of camera flashes. It was Vicky he honed in on despite his lawyer's protests. Pleased with the not guilty verdict, Quincy? Vale asked, her voice level. Calm reporter tones.
Oh, I'm guilty, Sharp spluttered, of maintaining order, punishing the guilty, weaning this thankless city of its reliance on vigilante justice.
What about funneling weapons into Arkham City? Vale asked, an edge to her voice now. Weapons like the rocket launcher that killed my helicopter pilot and friend.
Unthinkable, Sharp said, which is precisely why I was acquitted on that and all other charges. Your journalistic objectivity has been compromised by trauma, Miss Vale.
Are you sure, Quincy? Vale asked, handing him a sheet of paper. Because it looks like your signature on this requisition order. Sharp froze. The cameras kept flashing. She should have said it in court. But it was her scoop after all. Big Damn Stream is just the name of the live streams that myself and Matt do on here and on Big Damn Stream. we on here on Twitch. Matt's main show is Adventures in Backlogging, where he goes through games he's not played yet and always wanted to. That's on Monday and Friday nights, 8:30 p.m. UK time, on that channel, and we host it here. And I do Big Damn Play here on this channel, as you can see, but also occasionally on Big Damn Stream. So that's what the Big Damn Stream is. It's attached to our podcast, the Big Damn Cast, or one word, Big Damn Cast, which is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, etc. Christopher Lee. No worries, Danny. We're about to wrap up shortly. Hang on. Let's actually, while I'm here, let's see if I got a response for that long-running eBay nonsense. Oh. They paid for it like half an hour ago. Is there any... They've paid for it and they're asking if they can pick it up tonight. No! No! Wow. Ugh. Do you know what? What I might do is I might get him to meet me on like the main road near the centre of my town, because I was thinking of popping out to the shops anyway, wasn't I? If I can say, if you can meet me at this time, I'll do it. But this is ridiculous. Oh my god. Someone ordered a t-shirt that they really desperately wanted for tomorrow. 5 days, with 5 days left of bidding on it. So they made an offer. It wasn't the biggest offer in the world, but it was like, okay, sure, fine, I'll do that for you. Pay for it, and then I'll go Thursday morning to send it to you first class. They didn't pay for it till this morning. No, they didn't. Sorry, they didn't make the official offer till this morning. So I said, right, yeah, sure. If you pay me by 11:30, I can get it sorted for you. They didn't pay me. They've paid me while I'm on stream, and they're saying, can I come pick it up? They obviously desperately need it, but like they're being really stupid about it and assuming that it's fine. They've paid for it now, so it's theirs. But best I can do is say to them, if you can meet me at this location at this time, you can collect it off of me. But if not, I'm going to deliver it tomorrow. That's what I'm going to offer them. This is ridiculous. Anyway, last story. Scar tissue. Victor savoured the familiar warmth of arterial blood splashing his face as he eased another of Penguin's lackeys into oblivion. He wiped the blade on his victim's biker jacket, then searched his own forearm for a clean plot of flesh amid the lattice work of scars and fresh incisions. It had been an eventful night, and the blood loss was starting to drain Victor's energy. He'd planned to liberate just a handful of Penguin and Two-Face's men, leave the bodies in plain sight, and send a message to the Scarecrow, who seemed determined to exclude him from his plans. But when he tallied the first victim, felt the knife's cold steel, Victor knew he wouldn't be satisfied until he'd felled a dozen or more. Sirens howled in the distance, and Zaz looked up to see the sky illuminated by the symbol of a bat. It seemed Scarecrow's Halloween festivities had already begun. Instinctively, Victor's fingers traced the smooth patch of skin he was saving especially for Batman. Let Scarecrow have his fun tonight, he thought. Batman would no doubt humiliate him and the others who'd followed his farcical plan. Then Zaz would find him. That patch of skin would not be smooth for long. So, Zaz is creepy and out there. We saw him on the CCTV footage, didn't we? So we know he's in Gotham. We know he's in Gotham. But he doesn't feature in the story, in case you're wondering.
Batman's acting weird. That's what I heard.
Let's get this last Riddler trophy.
Batman! He's got a friggin' tank! Oh, God. Come on, get us out of here!
Is there an entry from below? Oh, lovely
No way
glitch.
through! Turn around!
So it's in here. Okay, what's the catch?
Let a bunch of guys go. Really? No severance? Nothing. Man, what have I been saying? It's time the muscle in this town unionized.
How do we get in? Is there a front entrance? Yes. Let's see what we got.
Be nice if Scarecrow got one of those freaking billboards and apologize for gassing us.
So we need to get in there, presumably. Presumably.
At least when Commissioner Law
In case
was
you can't
in
tell,
charge,
I'm
you could
fuming
grease a
about
few
that
palms,
parcel thing.
you know,
It's got
get some
right on my
perks.
nerves.
The way that we have to do it for everyone. Wherever that old bastard is, I hope he's suffering.
Hey, Gorgeous. What's the catch here? Hi, you alright? Oh god, well, I'm going to be popping out to the shops later and possibly randomly meeting someone in front of Town Hall. Because the eBay person has paid for it during the stream and said, is there a chance I can come pick it up tonight? And I have on the items no pickups, so I'm not doing it from here. It's ridiculous. Oh, everyone's saying Queen! Hey guys, she says with her beautiful sonorous voice. Do it again.
Kind of retro classic car thing going on.
Find the new sound.
Freaking tank either.
Here's an idea. No, I can't send it to the house addict because they need it for tomorrow. No worries, I'll come in and give you a smooch shortly. They need it for tomorrow. They asked for it on Wednesday night. They only paid for it this afternoon, so I wasn't going to post it until they paid for it. Unless they, like, double bloody pinky promise this morning in a thing. I'll pay this afternoon, I'm at work now. If you could send it out today, that'd be great. Because then I'd have their word in email that that was what was happening and I could chase it up later. They paid for it during this stream. So if I send it tonight from my post office, it's going to arrive on Saturday at the earliest. But if they come collect it tonight, then they'll have it for tomorrow, of course. But I don't do collections. I'm going to keep their entire money. Like, if they say I want the £1.50 refunded, I'll be like, for the postage, I'll be like, piss off. You faff me around, not happening. I'm going to wait till after school. I'm going to make them wait, because they've made me wait.
He spends all night
You would,
lecturing
Ian,
us on those
if you were
billboards.
smart.
Doesn't give us a heads up.
It's a t-shirt. It's just a bloody t-shirt. After all this, it's a t-shirt. I think they need it for a costume thing, but it's like... You know what I mean? So stupid. So annoying. So stupid. And also, it's like, I am... On the spectrum of celebrity, I am like... I'm not even Z-list. And I'm not saying that as like a, you know, woe is me. I'm just saying, like, I'm not, you know... But it's possible that, like, they know the username of the eBay account and they're like, oh, I found out where Chris lives. That's creepy. Do you know what I mean? So, no, you're not doing collection. Flaming out. Yeah, I chuck stuff on eBay. Because I've got a lot of like old t-shirts and toys that are just, you know, sometimes it's like, you just need to get rid of it. So, username official CDJ in case you couldn't guess. I think I'll call it there. Because I'm going to have to send a slightly annoyed email to this person now. Excuse me. Oh, there you go. See? DJR saved me for Who stuff. So yeah, that's probably going to be the solution at this point. I have to go and get that done. Oh, I'm sorry, Rebecca. The timing there's pretty bad. I'll try not to get kidnapped. I'll either go with the dog, or if Lou feels up to it, I'll go with Lou. But we'll see. I am back live. I'm moderating Matt's stream tomorrow from 8:30 on twitch.tv/bigdamnstream. But if you're not already following them and you forget about it, don't worry. I'll be hosting it on here when we go live. So I'll be in the chat for that. And then on Saturday we have a... which stream is it? We were talking about this before and I've already forgotten which one it was. We're doing some Batman on Saturday. Oh my god. I'm losing my mind here. This is driving me nuts. Yeah, oh right, so we're doing some Batman Saturday night from 10. Probably finishing most of the plot, and then Sunday for Overflow. And Saturday afternoon from 1 till 3:30. I was like, should we do just chatting? Yeah, but do you know how we could do some just chatting? In a way we haven't for a while. We're going to do a casual Spidey swing shift on Saturday afternoon. So, Saturday from 1 and then at 10. Hope to see you all there. 1 p.m, 10 p.m. Hope to see you all there for those. And then one on Sunday as well from 1. Thanks for joining me. It's been a laugh. I'm going to go now and be really angry in an eBay message. If you're watching this in the future on repeat or on YouTube, hi, more episodes still to come. If you're watching this live, I'm going to send you over to my mate Inel, in case you want a little bit of background noise. Say hello from me, I won't be jumping over, say hello from me, and watch what happens when Raiders come into the stream. If you haven't seen it already, it's beautiful. Love you all to bits. See you tomorrow.